Welcome back, folks.
To popcorn.
To popcorn. It's been a little bit longer than usual, I think, maybe 5 or 6 weeks this time. But
yeah,
you knew we'd be back.
We had a bunch of phone calls wondering where the show was. So we assured them, don't worry, it's coming.
Yeah.
Just be patient.
Be patient. Come on. Well, we're going to look at a lot of stuff today. A lot of stuff.
Pop culture stuff.
Pop culture-y. Some of it's swimming at the bottom of the pop culture toilet bowl for us. And you see we're totally popcornless today. I don't know if we've ever had maybe one show previous without popcorn. So it's kind of, we'll see if we can make it. I don't know. I know Brian's not going to make it today. He's got, what do you call it? I don't know, some kind of thing where you lose your voice. But he'll be back next time, folks. But either way, I mean, we usually talk about with Brian the stuff in theaters, and you and I saw a movie in theaters recently.
We did.
Tell them about it.
It was War of the Worlds / Independence Day 2
/ Matrix
/ Matrix 4, otherwise known as Skyline.
Skyline. They boiled it down to one nice little title. All that Which kind of a generic title too.
Yeah, I mean, there was a skyline in the movie.
You could call it Horizon,
right?
Or clouds, things in the clouds.
Apartment building.
Apartment building, under siege.
Yeah.
You know? So let's run down the plot a little bit.
Really, it's as simple as Turk from Scrubs.
Yeah.
He quit the hospital, got away from JD, and moved out. Oh wait, is that part of the plot? I just always think of that. I'm one of those people. I don't know the actor's name. I know them by what they were in. So Turk from Scrubs.
Turk from Scrubs.
Don't know the guy's name.
Donald Faison is the actor.
That's why he's here, because he knows all these details. So he's an actor in LA, invites his buddy out, who I guess they'd previously known each other, and they're partying, and then all of a sudden aliens show up and start abducting people, sucking them into spaceships, destroying everything, and then they are trying to get away from the aliens, and that's about it. It's never explained why the aliens are there, which I guess is pretty realistic. I mean, they're not going to notify us of why they're here. I mean, it's pretty obvious they want to come and kill all of us and use us for fuel or food or whatever. So, but again, lacking in good acting, lacking in good dialogue, lacking in a good plot.
Yeah.
Special effects are pretty cool, but nowadays everyone has cool special effects. So.
Yeah.
Not a great flick.
Not
great. A way to kill a couple hours. It existed.
It was there.
Yeah, it was there. There was something there.
It happened. We saw bright lights on the screen. Although, again, in some cases they weren't that bright because this is another
it was kind of dark.
Digital film where you're like, geez, people, turn on the freaking light.
They're having a conversation in the apartment. You can barely see it.
Yeah. I mean, I really wonder.
It's daytime.
Is that going to be the future aesthetic of films where you just see outlines of people? You know, your shape's really going to be important. Good thing Donald Faison worked out, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I wonder. I mean, is that going to be the new kind of black and white flick where we just see films in shadows or whatever? And I will say, it's not like these guys. One thing I did think was interesting. The one thing that caught my attention, and when you're paying attention to this stuff, you're probably watching a crappy movie. But they did a few interesting things with lighting. Like there was one scene where there was like a weird fireplace in the background, or they had these shots of the city which looked beautiful with, again, looked like lights everywhere. I'm like, I wonder if they inserted some of those lights, because it seems weird that the movie is so dark in other areas, but and they have bright flashes of light in some. And again, with the whole way the aliens came at them with this weird glowy blue light, I mean, I don't know. There was some interesting thing done with light, but then there was some uninteresting thing done with just darkness. And like you said, there's a kind of drab quality about that whole apartment that, I mean, they ought to just call it people stuck in their apartment or something, I mean, it's just like, and it's weird, how many times do they have the conversation about, should we stay or should we go?
Yeah.
And that was every conversation was, well, what are we going to do? They're an overwhelming force, so it probably doesn't matter what you do, they're either going to cut, and it proved that sitting around waiting didn't work. They'll break in and come get you. Hide your kids, hide your wife. Because they're raping everyone up in here. Or if you walk out, we saw what happened to Donald Faison, at least his car. And then, they eat your brains is what they do. They munch on their brains. And apparently at the end, Eric Balfour's brain was undigestible or something. And Eric Balfour, by the way, again,
Milo from 24.
Dude from Milo from 24.
Okay,
that's it.
I thought that's who you were talking about.
I couldn't think of the 24. See, I could think of the actor's name, and you could think of the character he's most.
So Turk from Scrubs and Milo from 24 are fighting aliens.
Yeah.
And the tranny from It's Always Sunny. I think that's her.
And some hot chick. I mean, I don't remember what her name is, but she's kind of hot.
Yep.
And Detective, is it Ramirez from Dexter, who is fine on Dexter, but here he had to have the unfortunate final line, the death line that every Latino has to offer, which is "Vaya con Dios."
Yeah. Like, I can't believe you just said that. You really said that.
You just confirmed this is a bad movie,
Yeah.
right when you got to that point. I was a little on the fence before, but it was weird because, again, you thought, how can this go wrong? But it's easy to screw it up if you just don't put anything into the dialogue. There's even a line about it. Apparently, the Donald Faison character is some kind of like CGI whiz, and he wants Milo to join the sort of CGI team because Milo is good at just art, and he's thinking, well, we can use your artistic skills to kind of guide the computer-generated whatever stuff. He's like, and he even says the computer's just a tool. You need, a real artist to work it. And I'm like, yeah, they should have taken their own advice. You need a real script writer to guide this whole, and like you said, there's some good ID4, Independence Day, whatever kind of thing, scenes of ships flying. But yeah, the whole thing with, I think some people criticize Independence Day for that whole, you don't really get to know the aliens. And in Predator, you don't really know the Predator, but you learn enough about that he's on a hunt and it's yeah, they're just here to take over, I guess. But even with that, there was that one scene in Independence Day where they had a little interrogation of the alien. And again, even if he tells you what you already know, we're just here to, we spread from planet to planet, taking over. That's how they read his mind, and they're like locusts. They come to every. I guess this is the same kind of aliens, but it's just so weird. We learn nothing about even the whole. And we need something like a scientist. Yeah. We need military guys.
Right.
Just seeing people get blown up. They're seeing guys fire missile launchers at them is just not enough. And they can come back from anything. I mean,
that's the thing.
That's annoying.
Well, I would have to say that is the one aspect of it. Even though I am into plots and having movies explain everything and tie everything up, but that's the one aspect of it I kind of liked because it was a little different. I mean, if aliens did land here today and started killing all of us, are we going to get a nice, neat little report issued to us from the aliens explaining why they're here and what they want? Probably not. So,
okay.
I understand your beef, but I'm just saying that's something that it was refreshing to me in a way. Maybe that's odd.
Well, I could certainly, if the dialogue between the humans was interesting. Then I could overlook the fact that we don't really get to. Again, like I said,
or maybe if that's something they could have discussed amongst themselves. What do they want? Why are they here? That's something that they never even.
Or trying to think of a weakness or something. Yeah, they never really kind of. Signs, not the greatest movie, but again, okay, Water, War of the Worlds, the cold virus. You got to. To come up with an enemy that's basically just totally undefeatable, except maybe at the end there's one guy who can resist being taken over by the alien technology.
Yeah. Again, never explain why that is, though.
Maybe that's how it would really go down. Like they would just come and kick our ass, and then then they'd go to some other planet, and there would never even be a chance to fight back if they just had overwhelming force. But again, you'd at least have people trying to figure out what should we do, what's going on, what can we try. I think you laughed when Donald Faison just pulled out his gun and started shooting at it, because obviously that wasn't going to work. But it's weird how I was waiting for that moment when they launched the nuke at it. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is going to be just like Independence Day where the nuke like bounces off some force field.
Yeah.
So I thought it was cool when it actually, we nuked our entire city, but we took out one of their ships. And then again, the ship's like, some kind of transformer, it rebuilds itself or something. So goofy. To make the enemy that kind of invincible just seems a little like, oh, okay, so humans are just going to get blown up and lose, But,
right.
And then it ends with that cliffhanger, like one guy can fight back. We're ready for the next movie, except it's never going to get made. Maybe it will. Straight to video. Those are popular these days.
Well, one reason this movie was made in the first place is probably because they're running out of ideas. So.
Oh yeah.
At some point, they're gonna have to make it because.
Yeah. You're right. There's that. If ever a movie screamed, "We're out of ideas," it was Skyline. So. Yeah. It's not. You're not doing. If you're. Go ahead and do a remake if you're just gonna do something like this. Make another sequel to Starship Troopers or something.
Make some new Star Treks.
Yeah.
Why not?
Sure, they're doing that.
How about a Star Trek Star Wars crossover?
Hey, interesting. I like where you're going with that.
See, I have ideas, Hollywood.
Kirk sleeps with Leia.
There's some rip in the space-time continuum, and like the Millennium Falcon flies in when the Enterprise is fighting the Romulans, and there you go.
And the Enterprise is transported to a galaxy far, far away. And a long time ago. I'll have to go back in time, I guess. Let's divert into music for a bit because got a musical recommendation. This was another 6-hour special at the CD warehouse. So I love it when I find a cheap CD like that, and it's like, wow, I love this thing. Usually it's like, I like 1 or 2 songs, and I'm not going to listen to this much more. But yeah. And I did not know. It's funny. One day I said to my students, I mentioned this group, Panic at the Disco, and I said, isn't that what the kids are listening to nowadays? And one of my students who, again, he's about 18 or something, he's like, yeah, I guess that is what the kids are listening to. I'm like, wow, I'm already behind the time. But his point was that he likes more classic groups like the Beatles and, whatever. And he thinks, yeah, if the kids like that, go ahead. I will say this, though, and I probably wrote off a band like this, just a goofy name, and I didn't even hear the one song on the radio you were talking about, but their first album, totally missed out on it. This is their second album, and they're about ready to come out with their third one. So again, this is like a 2008 album. It's called Pretty Odd, and the group is Panic at the Disco. There's a question of whether you should say Panic at the Disco, I guess, because there's an exclamation point. Although on this album, I was reading apparently on this album, they removed the exclamation point, and they actually had like a press conference saying, we're going to do away with the exclamation. I always think that's so weird when people have to go, like, whoever, P. Diddy has to go, yeah, I'm just going to go by Diddy now.
Yeah, please stop calling me Puffy.
Yeah, and that's a press conference, or that's something you have to say in an interview or whatever.
Now we have Twitter, so they can just tweet it.
Yeah, just tweet it and be done with it. But apparently, since then, for the next album, they are going to go, they're now, again, known as Panic, ! At the Disco. So they changed them. That's even more ridiculous to change your mind back.
Now, should they get rid of the AT and replace it with the at?
Yeah,
that's the question.
Yeah, I would take it to the next level. At sign the Disco.
And put an ampersand in there somewhere, too.
And just other weird, apparently they're into like creative punctuation because their album isn't called Pretty Odd. It's called Pretty, period, Odd, period. Okay. But anyway, this, I don't know what this group's first album, apparently this album sounds a lot different. Apparently their first album was more something the kids are calling emo, which you were saying maybe it means emotional or something.
I think that's
we
tied
don't even know it. We're old fogies.
Yeah, I'm old.
I'm older. But it's like some kind of, I always heard emo was kind of like depressing kind of music.
I think that's that's kind of the sentiment behind a lot of it.
Although every once in a while I hear about a group like All American Rejects that people say they're emo, and I hear a song like Gives You Hell, and I think, no, that's just good rock and roll there. Or Move Along, that actually sounds kind of inspirational, so I don't quite get the
Well, it's hard,
Maybe it's just most of their songs are emo, like kind of depressing, and then every once in a while they do something that's different. That's the one that makes it on the radio, I guess.
Probably.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So the weird thing about this, Panic at the Disco admitted that this was going to sound very different. It was apparently a different album than the first one. It's much more influenced by groups that your parents liked, whatever, like, again, Beatles, maybe like Beach Boys or something, and the lead singer said that they just wanted to create an album that was more like upbeat and something you could just listen into and get happy when you're, and not just be depressed listening to it. So it'd be interesting to see if the next album goes back to more sad stuff. I don't know. Anyway, this first song we're going to listen to is called We're So Starving, and we're only going to play a short clip, but it's probably about half the song. The song's only like a minute and so long, but it really, again, it just got my attention, and I could barely even go past the first 2 songs on the album because I like those so much, but eventually I listened to the rest of it. Anyway, first song, We're So Starving.
Oh, how it's been so long. We're so sorry we've been gone. We were busy writing songs for you. Oh, how it's been so long. We're so sorry we've been gone. We were busy writing songs for you. Don't have to worry, 'cause we're still the same. You don't have to worry, you don't have to.
Well, that was something. That happened.
It was a song.
And I thought it was kind of cool the way it's sort of, a meta commentary. Like, yeah, we know it's been a long time since our last album, but
I like their first album. It's typically not the kind of rock, emo, if you want to call it that. I'm not really into it, but I like the first one. My girlfriend had it. I burned it from her.
oh, okay.
So I thought it was pretty good.
Cool.
So, I don't remember the name of it.
It was, the first album was called A Fever You Can't Sweat Out.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, check that one out if you haven't heard it. And
I will do that.
they're troopers. I remember, the only thing I remember about them, or one of the things I remember, is they were at some festival in Europe. It might have been Reading.
They played through Bird Crap? No.
No, well, this was even, the whole, I guess the crowd hated them and were like throwing bottles, like all kinds of plastic bottles.
It's like the Blues Brothers.
Yeah, you might be able to find this on YouTube or something.
Nice.
But it's like
in Germany?
It might have been. It was somewhere in Europe.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it was England, Germany, but you know how many festivals they have over there over the summer. It was one of those, and they were just getting bombarded, like with plastic bottles. And I think they played through it.
Wow, that is awesome.
So anyway.
And at the end,
that's what I can add to this discussion.
That's cool.
That's it.
Well, I like the idea. I like this album so much that I think I will go back and check out that first one. And the next one, apparently, they've lost 2 of their band members, so the sound might be even more different on the third one. But again, the main guy, lead singer, is still there. And I guess his buddy, they initially started it and brought these other 2 guys on later. So anyway, the other song we're going to play a little bit of is called 9 in the Afternoon. Again, just another happy, upbeat, life's great kind of song. There's like one depressing line and one kind of sad, weird line where he says something like, I don't think it's in either of these songs, but he says something like, if I go to hell, would you follow me along? Or something, would you follow me? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, let's review of Pretty Odd. Oh, by the way, yeah, that's the first 2 songs on Pretty Odd, but I don't think there's a bad track on the album, so another weird album where it is odd to find an album that you like all the tracks, and there's just, a lot of, I had a great quote that I found a critic. He said something like, Panic dropped the entire Beatles catalog into a blender and churned out a new millennium Liverpool smoothie. So that to me kind of, if you like the Beatles and you think, gee, if only the Beatles were around making albums, and if only they weren't all dead except Ringo and Paul. Well, all dead, half dead, I guess. By the way, have you ever heard this thing have you ever heard a rumor that Paul McCartney died a long time ago? I know there was that whole thing with his album, but you ever heard people really believe that, like, the guy who's doing Paul McCartney is just an actor and that he died? Yeah. One of my students said that she was going to write an argumentative essay about that. She, like a debate that there's 2 sides. I'm like, is there really 2 sides? And she's like, oh, yeah. I was like, I don't think so. That sounds like, did we land on the moon or not?
Yeah.
Or was 9/11, did Bush orchestrate 9/11? It sounds like a fringe kind of debate. I've never heard anybody
Yeah, that's
say
the first
that.
I heard of that. That's pretty crazy, though.
Again, I know there was that one album where people speculated because of something about the way the album looked that Paul might be dead or something, but that's a long time ago. I mean, he's been around for a while since. Oh, well, I think that's all I got for pop culture. Do you want to cover anything else? General pop culture stuff?
The Wall just rolled into town, and I did go see that.
The Wall.
That was awesome. Just throwing that out there.
What's The Wall?
Pink Floyd, except it was just Roger Waters.
What do you mean? They're actually doing...
He did The Wall. He played the Wall album, and they did the show live on stage at Scottrade. So they built the wall.
Holy cow.
Then they tore down the wall.
That's how part of the show they tear it down?
Yeah, well, it starts off, they just start, like there's parts of it there, and then they start building it.
Oh.
So they go through basically up until the intermission, and they build the entire wall. So they just, it's all these little blocks. They're putting it together. They got like people throughout the entire show as they're playing the songs, bringing in these blocks and stacking them. As they're doing that, they're projecting images onto the block. So if you've seen The Wall in the movie, the tripped out cartoon, crazy 80s movie.
Is it trying to replicate a lot of that?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, obviously they can't do the movie live, but what they can do is show a lot of the images from it. You maybe get some of the characters from the movie, and they had like huge puppet. I mean, they were like huge puppets, marionettes that are moving around and dancing. And what was just cool about it is, as they build the wall, they have these huge projectors up there, state-of-the-art projectors projecting all these images on there. Whether it's an image from the movie, like the hammers walking, things like that. As they build it, the image is complete, because as they fit the blocks in, it's just like a seamless transition. So I mean, if you imagine they're building an image and putting it together, as they put a block in, then just that part of the image appears into the block. So I mean, if it's someone's hand and here's the pinky, they put it in there, just as a seamless transition. So I mean, just the way it's got to be one of the more most, if ever, complicated tours to tour around and do that in every city every night. So it was a cool show. I know a lot of people, maybe not a lot, but some people hate The Wall as far as Pink Floyd goes. They think it's self-serving, this and that. I've just heard criticisms, but...
Oh, what do you mean, how is it self-serving?
I don't know. That's just what I've heard people say. I didn't really...
By the way, have you heard that I think I read something somewhere like the group, the Flaming Lips, they covered the entire album, The Wall. I've never heard of anybody covering an entire album.
Really? I could see them doing that.
Yeah.
I haven't heard it, but yeah.
Yeah. Weird.
Anyway, it was a
how
cool
much are
tour.
tickets for something like that?
A lot. They're a lot.
$100 or something?
Yeah, more than that.
Whoa, dude.
Well, I mean, it depends on where you sit.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Somewhere under 100. Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
But anyway,
Cool.
it was just it's cool, man. If you like Pink Floyd, and obviously if you're around my age, you weren't able to catch them live as a group.
Yeah.
So go check out Roger Waters if you still can. You know, he's getting up there. He's almost 70 now, or maybe a little older than 70. So it's not going to be long. And hopefully Pink Floyd will reunite at some point. I would hope, and Gilmour and Waters can go out. Gilmour did play one date on this tour. I think it was Toronto.
Huh.
That would have been awesome. But we get the other guy who fills in for Gilmour. He does a great job too. But it's not the same. But I don't know. Let's just throw that out there. It was
cool. Yeah.
It's a cool show.
We don't hear enough about live music on this show.
Yeah.
The other thing I was going to bring up was that I have given up on all the new TV shows that the networks threw at us this year.
They're all terrible.
The last
from what I've seen.
hanger-on was the event, which again, they aired to.
Is it done already?
No, it's still
going?
It's going to get a full season, so it's not. I'm not giving up on it because I think it's going to be canceled at some point, although it should be. But again, it's just far too many flashbacks like Lost had. I'm like, wow, they made sure they kept that one really annoying aspect of Lost.
Yeah.
And probably made it even worse. I mean, there's it seems like some of the flashbacks are longer or more, and I could just tell it's going to be forever until they get into. I mean, they've already, like in the second episode, they told you that they were people who are not from this earth. But again, that just, I don't know. I'm not even sure if they're right on that. I still think they could be from the future or whatever, from just another dimension, alternate universe, like Fringe, whatever. So, just. Bottom line is, don't care. It's not well written enough, and certainly not exciting enough. But Jim loves this show, so don't watch this part. He says he watches every show twice, and I talked to Skyler. He likes it, so.
Every episode of the event twice?
Yeah, can you believe that? Catch all the little nuances of the conspiracy. It's not that complicated, though. It's like. The only thing is that they're just not telling us. I mean, eventually they're going to tell us. And it's so funny to hear these shows where they don't reveal something. I always like this thing where they don't reveal something, and then later, once they reveal it, they start they're not talking cryptically anymore. Like, one thing they have revealed recently is that there's these two groups of aliens. One's in captivity, and one's sort of on the outside trying to free them and take them all back home, wherever home is. Again, another planet, another time, whatever. But we just learned recently that the leader of the group that's on the outside, he freed their overall leader. She was in captivity, and he referred to her as, at some point in one episode, as mother. You thought maybe they were lovers or something. So then, of course, every other scene after that, he's like, mother this, mother that. He never called her mother before. The first time he reveals that it's his mother, then every time it's like, well, mother, what do you think about this? Just goofy. I know at some point they're going to reveal that home is, again, like some planet, whatever, Zetar or whatever, and then we're going to hear the word Zetar forever. They never mentioned it before, but it's like, oh yeah, Zetar, yeah, let's get back to Zetar. So it's just goofy and not well written enough for me to care. Again, some bad acting and such. So goodbye, the event. You were my only hope. I will say I did pick up this show Terriers on FX sort of before the regular. It's kind of like a late summer thing, and it's just about these two dudes who are kind of goofball detectives. They don't really have licenses or anything, and the cases are somewhat serious, somewhat comic, and that's a show worth watching. So I guess if that's my one new show, but none of the networks could do it, man. It just total suck. Oh well.
It is. It's terrible.
Well, what doesn't suck is the rest of this show, and Jim and I will be checking out two classic westerns, The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, and The Wild Bunch, and then later...
The Gorilla.
The Gorilla.
It's a full...
Not a gorilla.
No, the Gorilla.
The Gorilla.
It's a nice 30s murder mystery that you will love, and we will be right there along with you watching it, making fun of it, and ruining your movie-going experience.
Exactly. There's not much to ruin in this case, folks.
No.
Don't worry about it. I mean, if you've seen the Three Stooges before, then
Yeah, a lot
This is
of
sort of like-
shtick in this one.
a lot of shtick, unbelievable. More shtick than higher shtick content
The
than we've
shtick
ever had.
meter is going off the chart.
Yeah, the shtick meter broke off. I think in the first 10 minutes, man. So, anyway, stick around for those things. Again, Brian won't be joining us, but I'm sure next week or next month he'll be back. So.
He'll be back. That voice will be better.
Oh yeah.
Rested up.
But just to give you the crib notes on what we were going to say, I liked Due Date. He hated it. So it was going to be our first real, duking it out thing. And we both also liked the Facebook movie, The Social Network. And we both also liked It's Kind of a Funny Story. So for me, it was like a total Zach Galifianakis. I had two movies that I liked him in. Social Network, I'm really shocked that was good, but it was pretty good. And I liked Red too, right? Or I liked it.
It was okay.
It was okay. Just
Better than Skyline.
much better than Skyline. All right, folks, stick around for more popcorn.
Yeah. This is computer-aided drafting and design technology architectural at Jefferson College, where students build valuable industry skills every day.
I'm here at Jefferson College pursuing my architectural CAD degree. It's very challenging and it's going to be very fulfilling once I start my new career.
Instruction includes AutoCAD software, residential floor plans, roof plans, exterior elevations, wall sections, and much more. Whether you're just beginning higher education,
I came to Jeffco for this architectural program. It's great. It allows me to transfer to WashU or Raleigh, wherever I pick, and it's going to launch me on my career.
looking to change careers, or pursuing a lifelong dream.
I started going to Jefferson College when I was 50 to learn how to draft and build houses. I started at the age of 6 playing with blocks and making floor plans. I went to lined paper to draw them, and then I went to graph paper to draw them, and now I know how to do them in the computer.
Jefferson College's outstanding instructors use state-of-the-art technology to help students gain marketable skills.
They're prepared to go out into the field immediately upon graduation and get good paying jobs in the field. We've had 75% success ratio.
Graduates land jobs such as CAD drafters, drafting engineers, AutoCAD technician operators, and architecture design techs.
It's really an excellent program, and it's very affordable. There's so many options that they can do once they come here.
Discover your future with computer-aided drafting and design technology architectural at Jefferson College.
Hello,
He's
we're
dancing.
back on.
He's dancing. He's dancing.
Well, I'm trying to dance.
He's dancing
I'm
her.
moving a little slow. Oh. Well, way back in my time. Oh, in the.
You should be.
Oh wow. We're
Didn't
going to
your-
talk about westerns, so we're
Didn't your
going to go.
Bears win yesterday?
Yes, they did.
They
The
beat-
Bears beat
They beat the
Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah.
The Vikings. So the Bears won.
Way to go, Bears.
Go Bears.
Rams sucked. Anyway, we
Well,
got
they
two.
lost in overtime, and they weren't expected to win 4 games all year. They've already won 4, so it's
Well, it's definitely yeah. You could always go back to that. They're doing a lot better than we
it's
thought.
all a
they
matter of
would do.
expectations. See, if you have
But-
low expectations, and being a Cub fan is the best way to have low expectations.
Yeah.
Happiness is equal to the reality divided by expectations. If your expectations, which is the denominator, is so incredibly low, and when you haven't won a World Series for 102 years, that kind of lowers your expectations. Then Cub fans just basically say, there's always next year. So
Always
you
next
just-
year.
But when you're around teams that win all the time or have won a Super Bowl within the last 10 or 12 years, and you go, why aren't they winning again? Like you're a Yankee fan, and they get obnoxious. Well, we expect this every year.
Right.
So you're much happier. Well, that's one way to look at it anyway. Anyway, we are supposed to talk about Westerns today.
That's right.
And I have full disclosure. Well, not full disclosure, but
Partial disclosure.
partial disclosure. I basically do not like Westerns. There are only about 3 movies. There are 3 huge exceptions that I will make. One, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid is incredible, especially that scene when Butch and Sundance are on the ledge, which, by the way,
The ending?
no.
Is that the ending?
It's
oh,
where
that's right. Okay, yeah. The ending is when they're totally surrounded, and he says.
Well, they were totally surrounded, but their one way out was to jump in a stream like 40 feet down.
But at the end, they're totally surrounded. They have
Right.
nowhere they can jump.
And there's a whole philosophy around that because they were arguing about jumping over, and Butch Cassidy, Paul Newman's character, said, "This is our only hope, basically. You know, what are you
Yeah.
scared of?" And Sundance Robert Redford says, "I can't swim," and in which Butch Cassidy says,
He starts laughing.
The fall will kill you.
Yeah.
I've actually, my uncle lived in Durango, Colorado most of his life, and I've been on that ledge, and it was a very short ledge. I mean, as movies do.
Wow.
I've been on that ledge, and I mean, it's like a 10-foot drop, not a 50-foot drop like it looked like in the movie, but that's where it was filmed.
So
But anyway, that's an excellent movie. That's just a top. And then Clint Eastwood movies.
The Unforgiven.
Well, two, the one I'm going to do today, The Good, Bad, and the Ugly, and The Unforgiven, are just my absolute, that's the exception. Now, all the other ones, I like old movies. I'm the guy that brings in, you know, Myrna Loy and from the 1930s and Cary Grant and all these old movies. But High Noon, they probably were great, but I just somehow just doesn't enthuse me. Maybe it's from watching in the 50s and 60s. And it was mostly in the 60s for me, but there were, television was dominated by Westerns. There's not a Western on today. But I mean, there was Gunsmoke, there was Have Gun Will Travel, there was Steve McQueen's Wanted Dead or Alive, there was Yancey Derringer, so all the kids in the neighborhood had to have Derringers in their belt buckle, and sawed-off shotguns like Steve McQueen, and then Bonanza on Sunday night was what I remember more of, but I saw a lot of the old reruns of the others. So I got burn out of movies, I guess, because I had seen so many Westerns as a kid. But anyway, those three, if it's Clint Eastwood, and it can't be Paul Newman anymore because he's passed away, so. Yeah. But those are the three that I like.
My favorite Western, which I'm not going to talk about today, is Tombstone.
Yeah, not a bad one. That's an interesting one. That's with basically the shootout at the OK Corral, isn't it?
Yeah.
So.
Wyatt Earp.
Yeah.
Doc Holliday.
There are a couple. There's one called Doc that's went on at the same time, I believe, or Doc Holliday.
No, it was actually called Wyatt Earp. That Kevin Costner was Wyatt Earp in that one.
I think there were two or three at the time that dealt with all those guys and the guns. And of course, the original was, I think, Jimmy Stewart. Wow! Yeah! Wow! I hope he was faster. He was faster at the gun than he was with his cock. A little slow there. Wow!
He starts to count to three, and they shoot him before he gets.
One. Yeah. So anyway, we're going to do The Good, Bad, and the Ugly first, which is one of the two that.
Okay.
One of the three that is my favorite, but it's a Clint Eastwood movie, and it was called. It's basically a spaghetti western because he was, speaking of television, Clint Eastwood was the supporting actor on a television show called Rawhide, and the trail master was basically they were trail cattle drivers, and he was called Rowdy, and he was kind of played a flake, believe it or not, for Clint Eastwood, but the major star of it was supposed to do a movie and died on the set, or died in the middle of the set, so he was taken over. So that was his big break. And they were trying to make inexpensive movies in Italy. That's why they call them spaghetti westerns. This is one of them. And I like a little humor with everything, and this has plenty of humor. So it's just and what you have is a good guy, which is Clint Eastwood.
The Man with No Name.
Yes.
That's what although he's referred to as Blondie by.
Right. Hey, Blondie.
By the Ugly, who is.
Eli Wallach.
Yeah, Tuco.
And no, maybe I've got that wrong. And then
no, yeah, you're right.
Who's the bad guy?
Angel Eyes.
Yeah. I forget his name, but.
I don't remember the.
But he's in. They're all three, and there are three movies. Other movies. Do you remember?
They're called the Dollars Trilogy. The first one was Fistful of Dollars.
Right.
Second one, For a Few Dollars More. And the third movie is The Good, Bad, and the Ugly, but it's actually a prequel to the other two because apparently by the end of this movie, he's wearing the clothes that he is going to be wearing in the other two movies. So, yep. There you go, a little trivia for you. And this one takes place during the Civil War, which is the later movies.
Which is one of the scenes that we're going to talk about because I like to show the bit of the humor in all of it. So, So our first clip is?
First clip involves a little scheme that he and Tuco work out together.
Tuco is the ugly guy. Is the ugly guy. I mean,
Tuco has a bounty on his head.
And so what basically Clint Eastwood does is he turns him in, collects the bounty, waits for him to be hung, and just at the last moment shoots a rifle, frees him, drives through, and he escapes. So it's not so fun being Tuco, but he swears at him all the time. He's angry as anything, but
he gets a little payday when it's all over.
Yeah, it's a scam. It's not the way I'd want. I'd rather be on the shooting end than the end of the rope.
He says something like, "Yeah, there's two guys in the world: the guy who sticks his head in the noose, and the guy with the gun, or whatever."
Right.
Yeah. Later, that line's kind of echoed near the end, where the man with no name says, "There's two kind of people in this world: the guy who has to dig or use a shovel, and the guy who has the gun." So again, the laborer and the guy who makes him. Anyway, let's take a look at this first clip.
Okay, let's do it.
Wanted in 14 counties of this state, the condemned is found guilty of the crimes of murder, armed robbery of citizens, state banks, and post offices, the theft of sacred objects, arson in a state prison, perjury, bigamy, deserting his wife and children, inciting prostitution, kidnapping, extortion, receiving stolen goods, selling stolen goods, passing counterfeit money, and contrary to the laws of this state, the condemned is guilty of using marked cards and loaded dice. Therefore, according to the powers vested in us, we sentence the accused here before us, Tuco Benedicto Pacifico Juan Maria Ramirez,
known as the Rat,
and any other aliases he might have, to hang by the neck until dead. May God have mercy on his soul. Proceed.
For you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for me.
Well, I won't reveal this, but when Tuco sort of gets away, Clint Eastwood does this scam with somebody else, and Tuco's out to get Clint Eastwood, and unfortunately, the results aren't quite as happy for his next student.
Yeah, his name's Shorty.
Yes. Too bad.
Poor Shorty. Too bad for Shorty.
Yes.
So
I wonder if that's where they got that. It wasn't their name of a movie called
Get Shorty.
Get Shorty.
Probably not. There's a lot of shorties out there.
Now this one, the thing is, there's a pot of gold or a whole bunch of gold, which is it's about greed, the whole thing.
Yeah.
And Tuco, the ugly guy, is the ugly.
Yeah.
Ugly in character, ugly in
AKA the Rat.
Yes. I mean they're both after the gold, and so they're basically stuck on one side of a civil war. There's a river dividing the north and the south.
And the Rat knows. They learned this from a dying Confederate soldier. The Rat learns that, or the Ugly learns that the money's buried in a certain cemetery. So he knows the name of the cemetery. It's Sad Hill, by the way.
One knows the cemetery, and one knows which one it is.
Blondie knows which grave to dig up, because you can't dig up all the graves. So they have to basically travel together to find this.
So it's a partnership that's forced on them, and so they have to be nice to each other.
Uneasy partnership. Right?
Yes.
So anyway, they run into some troops.
In any case, they're hoping, they're out in the desert and they're riding, and they're hoping,
and they're wearing rebel costumes.
Yes. Well, costumes.
Uniforms.
Uniforms. That was a rebel.
That was during the war of northern aggression.
Yes. I say. Well, anyway, they start screaming, "Oh, good!" to the Confederate, because they don't care who it is. Yeah. They see some troops.
Look like they're wearing gray.
So they look like they're we're going to be welcomed with open arms. And when they dust off the dust, it's something a little different. And then I think I'll probably be blowing the scene.
Well, I mean, they're going to see it.
You'll be able to see it.
Okay, so check it out.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Here's the Sierra Magdalena. Going this way, we cross the Rio Grande. Hey, that sure is a long way. Here to the northwest, through all of Texas, Huh? Well, after that,
Then what?
then we get there, I'll tell you. You're not worried, are you?
Those men aren't worried about anything anymore, are they? But since I'm alive and I've noticed we'll be crossing Yankee and Confederate lines a few times, I thought you might tell me where we're going.
Towards $200,000. Is that good enough for you?
Hey, wake up, you. The troops coming. Come on. Gray. Hey. They're gray like us. Let's say hello to them and then get going. Hurrah! Hurrah for the Confederacy! Hurrah! Down with General Grant! Hurrah for General... What's your name? Lee. Lee! Hey! God is with us because he hates the Yanks too! Hurrah!
God's not on our side because he hates idiots also.
Up, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3, 4. Prisoners of war! Forward! Ha! Up, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, are we ready to go?
Yep.
When's he gonna say yes? Just
Oh,
randomly.
nobody's not saying anything. Just go ahead.
Just go ahead. Go
Just
right
go-
ahead. Yeah, right
Go right
ahead.
ahead,
Right ahead. Okay. Hey, Governor.
Last clip.
Last clip. Okay. I love this one. This is Tuco, the ugly, is taking a bath, and there's a guy that wants to kill him. Just all kinds of hate and greed in this, and so he's in the middle of a burnout town, but he finds a bathtub and practically no walls next to it, but he finds a bathtub and he's able to heat up water, and he's taking a bath because he's been on the road for a long time. So this is a real luxury, and somebody gets, and it's a bubble bath, and
Yeah.
somebody gets a jump on him and says, "I'm going to kill you for doing," I forget what it was.
Yeah, I thought he cut off his arm, or I don't know, something. The guy was missing an arm. I don't know if he made fun
I'm
of
going to
him.
get
or
back at you. You know,
Yeah.
this is my, and we'll
Revenge.
see what Tuco does and his
See.
words of wisdom. This time.
All right.
I've been looking for you for 8 months. Whenever I should have had a gun in my right hand, I thought of you. Now I find you in exactly the position that suits me. I had lots of time to learn how to shoot with my left. When you have to shoot, shoot, don't talk.
Ah, Tuco, he's so wise. Words of wisdom from Tuco. Also, make sure you get a gun that somehow is able to fire underwater, which I don't think could actually work, but what are you going to do? They probably have guns like that nowadays, but don't you think that was a little bit of a, I mean,
Yeah, a little bit.
you couldn't, anyway.
Well, this
made
whole
for a
thing,
cool
Yeah,
thing.
I mean, it's a bit of a parody, but you know, what do
Yeah.
you do? You know,
Yeah.
it's just a very entertaining.
Maybe
and
it
it's
could
about
work.
some very basic things. Going after the gold. How west
Right.
can that be? I mean,
Yeah.
and it was
My
just
movie's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
And in fact, I think I've quoted this before, but I heard once that Raymond Chandler or somebody said that there's only one crime tale to tell, and that's Chaucer's The Pardoner's Tale, where three guys find a bag of gold and they kill each other trying to get it. And at the end of the movie, you really see, I mean, there's this big showdown. And
I must admit, you just remind me of another Western. Maybe I do like Westerns a little bit better. But it took about 3 or 4 times the Humphrey Bogart movie, The Treasure of Sierra Nevada.
Okay.
That was actually, and that's a tale about greed, and it sounds very similar to what you just said.
There you go.
And that was an excellent movie, but I had seen it about 3 or 4 times, and I just watched part of it. One time I decided, okay, I'm going to watch the whole thing, and then I went, yeah, Bogey had it.
Bogey. Well, and I think part of the selling point of probably all the Dollars trilogy movies, or the Man with No Name trilogy, whatever you want to call it.
I love that little cigar that he has.
Cigar, Even at the end, he's in the
I
mean, I swear to God, the scene at the end, it goes on for like, there's one of those classic Sergio, was it Leone?
There was a soundtrack to this. I think I bought the soundtrack when I was a kid.
Sergio Leone, yeah. Oh, yeah, and that's one thing that I find a little,
The music is... people here still use that. Have you ever heard that? That's what it's from.
The weird thing is that there are parts in this movie where they almost seem like to be doing a parody of it. Like it sounds like a human voice going, ah! So, is he getting monkeys to do this? What's going on? So I think they overdid that a little bit. And
we're talking about it, and probably was top 10
I know,
Westerns.
but it's just like, again, it's something cool. I think it would have still remained if he'd used it.
But that music is still used today.
Yeah. In fact, I think as a kid, I went to Six Flags, and they had some kind of Western kind of themed ride or something. And I swear to God, they were playing that.
Yeah. So
it definitely permeated into pop culture, and again, the whole... The man with no name, the very fact that he has no name is kind of a mythic thing. And I like the cigarillos or whatever, especially when he's in the middle of a shootout and he's still like, I'm going to keep my cigar going here. So no, he's definitely, I mean, I think Clint Eastwood's kind of magnetism. And I got to say, Eli Wallach playing Tuco did a good job too.
Did.
And Breaking Bad fans know that they had an interesting villain on that show that, again, another crazy Mexican guy called Tuco. I just think he's, and it's kind of, I don't know, they're playing on some stereotypes or whatever. Both movies kind of have, again, the dirty Mexicans or whatever, but I think this movie has a little bit more of a sense of humor about it. And
we don't need no stinking
badges. It's that kind of stuff.
That's from the Treasure of Sierra Madre.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's where it came from.
So they ripped it off.
And by the way, it made the top 100 best quotes of the American Film Institute.
Wow.
So
they must
although Casablanca had 6 or 7
I think they used that in the Cheech and Chong movie too. I think they must have ripped that off.
But that's where it was originally from, because it's the 40s or 50s.
I think this movie's influenced a lot of people, of these older Westerns. I swear there's a line from The Town where guy gives him an expletive at the end. The bad guy tells the cop, F yourself or something. And and the guy's looking at this note, and some other FBI agent is walking by, and he hands it to the guy and says, "It's for you." There's a line in this movie, in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, where he says, the bad writes him a note saying, "Dear idiots, I'll be seeing you later." And he hands it to Tuco, and he goes, "It's for you."
Yeah, I remember that. That's really good.
And he does see him later, and I got to say, it's just a kind of a basic tale. The one thing, I guess maybe it was, my experience of it wasn't quite as interesting as yours.
I like camp and comedy and things, basically.
When you've watched it, though, how long do you think this movie is?
I know you told me. I wouldn't. But see, the fact that I don't know, know it's a long
maybe
movie.
I was seeing an extended...
I mean, a long movie.
I saw a director's cut.
A long movie.
Yeah. It's 3 hours long on the director's cut.
I went to the original. I went to it in the theater.
Yeah, and it was probably shorter
but
then.
I just never... Yeah. It didn't faze me.
They cut it, when they first showed it in the theater, they did a cut version.
And when I saw Warren Beatty's and Diane Keaton's Reds, I knew that was long. Mm-hmm. I liked it, but boy, was that long.
Yeah. This one, I would have just trimmed it about a half hour, maybe even an hour. I mean, to me, a Western is one of those things where it's so basic that I think you can do it in 2 hours.
Don't touch perfection.
Well, one thing I did like, though, that there's an extended scene at the end with that Civil War stuff. And I thought it's interesting how, and I even read that Sergio Leone said that he made, I was reading that about Peckinpah, the guy who made my movie. Both these movies, I think, kind of make a weird commentary on violence and war, particularly this movie. At the end, they're fighting over this bridge, and the guy, it's almost like a scene out of Hamlet. They meet this captain who's drunk, and he basically says, yeah, we're fighting over some
Well, he's
useless...
drunk, he's about ready to die, and
Yeah,
they're
well,
cutting off his
and he
limbs.
says that's the only thing the two sides have in common is they both reek of alcohol. He's like, the drunker, the side that's going to win is the side that can afford the most alcohol, because the drunker they are, the more they'll sort of forget what they're doing and just go off. So yeah, there's this kind of really, even though they're fighting in a supposedly moral war, there's really a sense among the soldiers like, this doesn't, I just want to survive, and I just, I'm going to have to do whatever I can. And the guy thinks about blowing up the bridge, and of course then the bridge does get blown. That is really an awesome scene. It really is.
It really
and it really is something that they could have done without. They could have just skipped they could have skipped right to the cemetery scene, but I thought that was really well done.
I never once entered my mind that this is too long. And there have been some movies, like some movies you did recommended for me last year.
Yeah.
That were,
I know.
I'm going,
I know. And you do have to. One thing.
What time is it? Is it?
I just think
He's dead or my watch stopped.
Some of these Western movies, and mine's like that too. They aren't meant to be like. And I read a quote where Clint Eastwood said, "This isn't like The Searchers, where you have a more straightforward plot and something gets resolved or whatever. It's more like an episodic kind of thing. There's different episodes these characters get involved in. There's this whole scene where Tuco goes in and robs this guy, takes a gun and takes some booze from him, and then he says how much, and the clerk says, $20. And he's like, no, he didn't mean like how much for the gun. He meant how much do you have on you so I can steal all your money. So Tuco's just he's a dirty rat. Anyways,
not as evil as the
yeah, and I will say this about there is the good. Those categories mean something in your movie because the good Blondie does have some compassion for the dead soldiers he sees and everything, and even at the end has a little compassion for Tuco, even though he yanks his chain one last time. But let's go to some guys who don't really have a moral compass, and that is the Wild Bunch.
Right.
And I guess I'm not really somebody who needs to have a moral movie, but I guess I'm sort of like, is there a point to what I'm watching here? I see something like, again, really well-made movie a couple years ago called, what was that one with Daniel Day-Lewis? I think it won he might have won an Oscar for that. It was the one about the oil guy, some oil tycoon. Oh, There Will Be Blood. Mm. It was a well-made movie, good script and all that jazz, but at the heart of it was just this character that I didn't really feel anything for, and he didn't seem to feel anything for anybody. And there's a certain amount of kind of nihilism that I can embrace in characters. But anyway, in the Wild Bunch, you just have these characters just kind of rambling on from one score to the next. And of course, they're always looking for that big score that's going to kind of,
It's greed.
But again, there's a question of...
Greed is good.
Yeah, greed is good. But with these guys...
Greed is right. Greed works.
I know. I guess they've embraced that. But it's also sort of like... there was this great critic said something like, they just don't know what to do with themselves. Even if they did have the money, would they really stop? Because they're people that just don't. And I've heard this sort of Western described as like the end of kind of a eulogy for the Western. It was a time, I think it's set in like early 1900s or something. Basically a time when, again, civilization is moving on. And there's a point where William Holden's character says, we need to start thinking beyond our guns. But the problem is they never really do in this movie. So I don't know. I find it a little frustrating that I don't need to see major character growth or anything like that. But I kind of was looking for a point to all this. And maybe that's Sam Peckinpah, the director's point, is that sometimes people just kind of revel in violence. And there is no real...
Did.
What?
Peckinpah did in many of his
movies.
But
I think I read that he wanted to try to make parallels between the violence in Westerns and the violence in, say, Vietnam or whatever, because back then you could see Peckinpah-like scenes on your TV at night. I mean, they televised the war.
Now they won't show the caskets.
Yeah, now they don't. They're not.
Because we don't want anybody to know that somebody is actually dying.
Not only. I mean, they used to show again bodies and blood and all that stuff on the nightly news, but now you don't even get to see the casket, which there's nothing violent at that point. It's just there's a body inside there, and what you see a flag on top of it. So
it's good PR to keep the war going.
Well, it keeps the disturbing elements of it out of people's consciousness of it, and they're like, then it just boils down to people like, how much money are we spending on it?
But we also don't have national spokesmen like Walter Cronkite.
Yeah, and interesting about national spokesman, the main character, the William Holden character, the leader of the Wild Bunch, he plays a character called Pike Bishop, and there was a real bishop named Bishop Pike around in the Vietnam era who would speak out on TV against the war. So clearly that kind of, again, the movie, unlike Good, Bad, and the Ugly, there's a Mexican Revolution going on. So I don't really see a commentary on that, but that particular war. But again, just the violence in the way Peckinpah said he wanted to present less sanitized violence. So you do see blood spurting out when people get shot. You don't see that.
Which is, in fact, in Unforgiven, which got Clint Eastwood Best Director, and it was Best Picture, he wanted to make sure that people thought about the process of killing somebody. And the young kid in that movie, is all gung-ho before he actually, the rubber meets the road, before he actually has to kill somebody. And then when he does, it's somebody in an outhouse, which is a kind of a shooting, ducks in a barrel. Yeah. And he just doesn't want to have anything to do with it after that. Right. But the thing is, killing a man is Eastwood really explores that, which is good. That's why it was the best
picture. You take away
picture.
everything he's got, his dignity. When you kill a man, you take away everything he ever had. And there's another great line like, I guess they had it coming. He's like, we all got it coming, kid. Yeah, I think Unforgiven definitely kind of was in the spirit of something like a Sam Peckinpah kind of movie. And at the end,
but he really had he was trying to make, there was a message in that.
Oh yeah, and I think there was a message here too. Again, I just think it's another overly long Western, and maybe I'm just not used to that kind of languorous pace. But anyway, in the first clip we're going to look at, I got to say, if you like the violence, then there's at least three.
This is your clip.
This is your clip, because they go to rob this railroad office, and we learn later that they actually, the railroad knew they were coming, so when they finally get their treasure back home, it's like a bunch of washers. But in this scene, basically they're surrounded, and as one character, I think he says, they're gonna blow this town all to hell. So let's take. Okay. Well, don't worry, that's not gonna be the only violent clip. I thought about just doing 3 totally violent clips, but just like, here's the most interesting parts of the movie. You don't really need to watch the movie. Well, there is a gang in the Wild Bunch, and William Holden's famous. There's also Ernest Borgnine as a character named Dutch.
Who, if you look up in the Academy Awards, got an Academy Award either for Best Supporting or Best Actor, but I'm surprised because I've looked at that list. Yeah. It's a long time ago. So he was.
And Holden got a Best Actor thing. I can't remember what it was for, but
it might have been a World War II movie.
Yeah,
I can't remember. Cannot remember.
Yeah. Anyway, the Wild Bunch is being pursued by actually a former associate or partner of the Pike Bishop character, again, Holden, William Holden. There's a character named Deke Thornton. That's a cool Western name. And he's another guy. It seems like their heart, it seems like the Pike Bishop is like, yeah, let's go do this. It seems like his heart isn't really in it. It seems like the guy chasing him, his heart isn't really. Of course, the railroad wants him to get caught. But and then they meet this other guy named Mapache, who's a Mexican warlord, basically. And they have no scruples. So this guy says, hey, I want you to rob a train for me. It's got a bunch of U.S. issued guns on it. And he's actually got some kind of German backer who wants some of the guns too. I don't know. It's kind of weird. But so they say, okay, and he says, I'll give you a bunch of gold if you rob this train. So in the next scene, we're going to see really the end of the train robbery. I think they've already got the weapons at this point. And there's another bridge. Oh, yes, there's a bridge. And guess what? That bridge ain't staying up. So let's take a look.
It's like the bridge to nowhere.
It's the bridge to oblivion. All right, let's take a look at it.
All righty.
He's just a little too meandering. And again, I don't know, maybe I caught some latter-day special direct. I think this was another director's cut. Maybe directors, you just should, once you put a movie out there, just lay off and let it be and not add another half hour, an hour to it. But that's just my advice for the day. So I'm going to blow the ending basically with this because I don't really recommend this movie. I'm going to, I don't have any popcorn today, but
we'll have imaginary popcorn.
Imaginary, yeah, it's like one
less to clean up.
1 and maybe 3/4 of a kernel. Yours I would definitely give at least 2.5, maybe 3.
3.5.
Yeah, but the problem is, again, just way too long. So I'm not recommending this movie, and therefore I don't feel like it's a big deal if I blow the ending, which is that, get ready, turn off the TV if you don't want to know this. They basically all died. There's like one guy in the gang who was sort of captured earlier who who wasn't involved at the big shootout. But here's the funny thing about the shootout at the end. They're in this town. They've given the guns to Mapache, but Mapache realizes that one of their guys took some of the guns, and they actually knew that the guy was taking them. This guy named Angel, another character named Angel, and so Mapache tortures the dude, and the other guys are like, "Oh well, we didn't steal the guns, so I guess we're cool." But they feel bad about it, and finally at the end, after getting drunk and having some fun with some prostitutes, they're like, "You know what? I don't really like the idea that our buddy Angel's getting tortured by this Mexican warlord." They don't really converse. They just kind of give each other knowing looks. And anyway, long story short, at the end, they say, "We want our guy back." And Mapache just slits the guy's throat in front of him. And they just, William Holden immediately draws his gun and blows a Mexican warlord in front of the whole army or whatever. And there's a cool moment where they all just kind of, everybody looks at each other like, "Oh crap, what's going to happen next? Like, are we all going to die here?" And it's almost like maybe they could have backed out at that point, probably not. But then William Holden shoots the German chancellor, whoever, the guy advisor, and then everything goes crazy. And I swear to God, they blow up they shoot like half the people in this town. I mean, it is crazy. It's like, okay, you wanted to avenge one guy who's already dead, and you're just gonna, women get shot. I mean, I don't know. I don't remember getting any children get shot, but a lot of innocent bystanders are getting mowed. They've got automatic weapons. I mean, the Mapache guy's got this big giant Gatling gun that they've stolen from the U.S. and it's like the town gets annihilated. These guys are nuts. But I guess that's why they call them the Wild Bunch, right?
And the sad fact is there's reality in that. I mean,
I guess maybe that's what it's trying to show.
When you get people with machetes in some places in Africa, I mean, that's it's a sad.
To me, there is this notion with Westerns that we tend to kind of, and even Peckinpah was a little disturbed how people reveled in the violence. He was trying to do something called catharsis, where you see this and you're sort of repulsed by it, and then it maybe takes the violent impulses out of you. But I think you realize some people just romanticize it because it is the Old West and it's got beautiful cinematography and everything. But really, if you take the whole setting at the end and you transplant it to someplace like Harlem or wherever, then you're just like horrified, like, oh, people are shooting up a whole town. And
that's why Unforgiven is so good, because he does really make a point, and the only reason he eventually gets to, probably in my opinion, the greatest gunfight ever is the fact that it's a matter of loyalty and protecting a friend.
But even then, I think I heard Letterman say, I don't remember exactly how it plays out at the end, but doesn't he kind of just shoot up like part of the town or whatever? Like even, oh no, he doesn't. Okay.
He goes in and his friend is not buried correctly, and it's Morgan Freeman.
He goes and retrieves the body.
So, and he's been a peaceful man ever since he went sober, and but he's so mad at this he resorts to alcohol, and then he gets to where, and he can't shoot straight when he's sober, but drunk, he goes in and he kicks.
Yeah, but how many people do you think? Is he shooting innocent bystanders, or does he shoot people? Okay.
No, he says. Yeah. He basically says, if you don't want to die, you better get out of here.
Oh, okay. He does give him a chance.
And then this journalist who writes, journalism was interesting in those times, because journalism was just about ginning all this stuff up and making it, glorifying it. And this one guy is writing a story about Gene Hackman's character, who's this evil sheriff. Yeah. And so now he's impressed with this guy, and he's asking, in the order of the fight, a great gunfighter will kill the order of the most important, most dangerous people. And Clint Eastwood just isn't. He just shoots.
Yeah.
But he's good at it. But he has to be stinking drunk. Yeah. But he basically says, he was righting wrong. At the end, you were glad that what he did.
Right.
And it is. I've seen that movie maybe 4 times, but I've seen the ending about 12 times.
Okay.
Because I just replay it and replay. Yeah. It's just one of those scenes.
Well, believe me, the ending of Wild Bunch it's certainly some spectacle to see. Again, if you like your violence, I was going to pick a clip from this because I thought, wow, another awesome.
Well, there's justice in the Forgiven, so that's one reason.
Yeah. Again, I just think you're right. That one makes sense a little bit anyway, or more than my movie. But again, at the end, I really just think these dudes want to die. They want to go down with guns blazing. They realize they're old gunslingers, and there's really, even if they take all this gold home, they're not going to know what to do with themselves. So it's like they just keep shooting people until they finally somebody shoots them down. Anyway. I'm cutting to the end because I just wanted to, there's this, the movie ends with a laughing montage where Deke Thornton's still alive, he's done his job, all the Wild Bunch is dead except one guy. He meets up with that one guy, And he says, and the guy says, "What are you going to do now?" He's like, "I don't know, try to stay out of prison." So he basically goes off with that guy at the end. I think they're going to fight in the Mexican Revolution or something. Again, more guys that just want to die, I guess. But then it ends with this laughing montage. And I got to say, this movie, instead of The Wild Bunch, they should have just called it Dudes Laughing at Things That Aren't Funny. Because I don't know how many scenes there are in this movie where somebody says something that maybe is just slightly wryly amusing, and everybody busts up and goes, I mean, it's just ridiculous.
It's like the Bob and Tom show.
Yeah, yeah, right. And maybe it's just because they're drunk 24/7. I don't know. I don't see them drinking that much. I mean, they get drunk when they win a big, but it's just unrealistic. And there's too much shouting in this movie. There's people like, "A man's word is his bond," you know, that kind of just weird. You stick with a man or else you're nothing. You're an animal. I mean, just this weird. Maybe it was a style of acting back then. So can't really recommend this movie, but
it's in. What year about would you say?
I think it's about early 19s, 1913, something like that.
No, when was it actually shot?
Oh, it was shot, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sorry I put you on the spot, old governor.
That one I should have known, but probably I'm going to guess late 60s, early 70s.
I think Good, Bad, and the Ugly was early 70s.
Yeah.
If I
same era, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I got to say, that these movies are kind of in the same genre of, again, showing more realistic depictions of violence and anti-heroes. And again, it's kind of like John Wayne, I heard, didn't like Clint Eastwood style movies because he wanted, he likes movies where there's a clear hero and that kind of thing. Anyway, let's take a look at the laughing montage and huh?
So let's throw imaginary popcorn.
Oh, I thought we already did that. Yeah. 1 kernel for
you're doing
3/4 of a kernel for my movie, The Wild Bunch.
Me, I haven't seen enough of it. I've seen bits and parts of it, so
You can't even award imaginary kernels for mine, right?
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Go ahead, give yours.
For mine, I'd say it's a 3. 1, 2, 3.
I'll give it a 3 too.
Unforgiven is maybe 3.5 or 4.
Yeah.
But it's pretty good.
Tombstone's a 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're just rattling off every Western. There was a decent one with Costner a few years back called Open Range.
Right.
There was that one with Russell Crowe and Christian Bale a year or two back. It was pretty good.
You like
Oh, I do like
Bale.
him. I mean, he wasn't. I think Russell Crowe was maybe the star of that one. But anyway, I'm not saying. I do think the point about westerns is, again, that movie The Town that Ben Affleck directed, that basically is a Western. So really, our cops and robbers flicks are kind of like our Western. We still got desperados trying to get their gold and everything. They just don't always dress up in spurs and whatnot.
Right.
So to me, the whole lamenting of the Western is just a little silly. It's like saying, why don't we have more Civil War era movies?
I'd really like more colonial era. And
more colonial era movies.
I think that'd be good.
A lot more
men
movies
dressed up in tights and wigs.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we need more of that.
More of that. Okay. I want to see. More movies about.
You don't see John Wayne dressed up like that.
I want to see more Korean War movies. Why not?
Okay.
I don't know. And then maybe Victorian melodrama. No. So anyway, yeah. I mean, these movies were checking out. I can't really give mine a recommendation because I didn't find it that entertaining. But definitely, if you want to skip to the violent parts, those are.
Well, it's one that is generally really on a lot of people's lists, so it's thought well.
Of the AFA's top 10 westerns, in other words, they have different categories like top 10
American
dramas.
Film Institute.
Yeah, American Film Institute. They have top 10 horror movies and one of the top 10 westerns. Both our movies made the cut. I think mine was number 6. Yours is probably higher up. So, yeah, if you like westerns, I think you're going to like. And one thing I say about both movies. Awesome cinematography. Just that whole western bleak landscape is fun to look at.
Although isn't there one in the middle? Isn't there one like a John Wayne where there's a jet that's flying?
Well, yeah, in a John Wayne movie. Yeah, not in any of these. But the one thing that's horrible in your movie that you cannot defend, and I guess they just had to do it this way, is the dubbing. I mean, the voices don't always match up with the dialogue.
I won't defend
That's almost a reason to remake it right there.
Yeah, I won't. I agree with you.
All right, folks. Well, stick around.
Stick around.
We are now going to watch something that's the opposite of Western. It's about a gorilla. I guess that's the opposite. Anyway.
So,
see you later.
Until next time.
See ya. The gorilla.
The gorilla.
Actually, is there a gorilla or is it a...
A person in a suit murdering people.
Yeah.
Guised as a gorilla. Who knows?
It's definitely a person in a suit. I don't think there was ever an actual gorilla in the making of this movie. I can't believe it.
No.
They found a really ugly looking gorilla.
Yeah. What it's supposed to be a real gorilla. It kind of looks like Alfred E. Newman.
Yeah.
And the facial features.
It looks very weird. You know, like just a lot of hair.
Yeah.
And sometimes he acts like a gorilla, and sometimes he just kind of saunters around like a person. You know, it's very strange. Well, I'm not sure what the appropriate drinking game would be for this movie, but definitely one you don't want to play unless you want to like choke on your own vomit. Is don't take a drink every time the guy says, "Mark that down, Garrett."
Yeah.
It must be said like 25 times in this movie. So
yeah.
That's one of the Three Stooges characters, and I knew this had to be. Like they couldn't have been first, and the Three Stooges. And yeah, sure enough, Three Stooges got popular. I think in movies around the early '30s, and this movie was late '30s. So
yeah,
total ripoff. I mean, it's just weird. So the other thing Bela Lugosi is the other sort of cultural. We talked about him before, and
yeah,
he was in White Zombie.
White Zombie.
Some other flick where he was he a butler in White Zombie? I think this is like the third movie where he's been a butler. Yeah, there was that movie where it was like the corpse vanishes, I think, and I think there's some movie with a corpse in it, and he was a butler again, and he kept saying more tea or whatever, people thinking he was going to poison the tea or whatever. So, I don't know. He's been in a lot of butler movies. I actually found a quote, although there's a little surprise. He's not just a butler in this one, but I found this quote on IMDb saying it was some other movie where he was a butler, Night Monster, and it says, "Poor Bela Lugosi, another role where he's the butler and does nothing more than leer and glare and talk like he has the week's laundry in his mouth." That's pretty good. We also have Kitty the maid, who has a few funny lines, but yeah, at the beginning you think she's having an anxiety attack or something like that, or she's totally freaking out. Yeah, she's definitely spunky. She's good. But yeah, it's a movie where they at least attempt a lot of one-liners, and most of them just kind of bounce off the target or whatever, but a couple of them are mild things to chuckle at, I suppose. Well, I think we darn explained it enough. I mean, believe me, we could get into the plot, but it won't make any sense at all.
Just watch.
Just watch.
There's might be a serial killer gorilla out there.
Yeah.
And those three detectives, they're going to find him. Well, maybe they won't because they're idiots.
Well, they do. They're pretty instrumental, I guess, in it, but how they find him makes no sense. When the full thing's revealed at the end, makes no sense. And they try to explain it, but it's just one of those movies where, again, Skyline made a hell of a lot more sense than this. So let's take a look at the gorilla.
The gorilla. I just saw Joe Brown. Is that Judge Joe Brown?
Yeah, I'm sure it is. He's taking his vitamins.
Yeah.
He made this movie when he was like an infant and a child actor. Well, I gotta say, credits might be the best thing about this movie. Oh, no. Gorilla Maniac. So is it a gorilla or a maniac?
Yeah, that comma might have been misplaced.
Police claim gorilla. You're either got a crazy guy or gorilla strikes again.
They're baffled.
What makes people think it's a gorilla? Maniac murderer claims it. People.
We need a montage.
We need what is that
from? Newspaper montage.
What is that? That South Park guys movie?
Yeah. Was that a Wall Street Journal?
Yeah.
They're covering the war and everything.
I know. Murderer makes good his threat. You mean the guy who might be a gorilla? I mean, he wrote a letter and said, I'm going to threaten people. And I think we're going to see a little gorilla action here. Although, curiously, just a hand. A claw. And now we're about to meet our Shakespeare reading maid. I think most maids actually do read Shakespeare, and she alludes to Kipling later. Maids just in their spare time read poetry.
Such sweet sorrow that I shall say good night till it be morrow. Good night, good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow that I shall say good night till it be morrow. Good night. Good night. Help! Help! Murder! Police! Help! Mr. Stevens! Peter! Help! 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 It's after me! Help! Help! Police! Help! Help! It's after me! Help! Oh, Mr. Stevens! Mr. Peters! Stevens! Mr. Stevens! Oh, help! Help! Police! Oh! Help!
Well, Kitty, what is all this racket about?
Oh, Peters! Oh, Peters! I saw him! I saw him! He's here in this house! He almost killed me! The gorilla! The gorilla! What was awful! He got a hold of me!
Quiet! You have been dreaming.
Oh, no.
What's that?
Oh, I don't know. I'm telling you, I don't know anything. Call the police. Call Mr. Stevens. He'll kill somebody.
Quiet, can't you?
Call the police! Call me! Hide your kid! Hide your wife! They're raping everyone up in here! I hope she's taking medication.
I mean, the Coca-Cola back then had real cocaine in it, right? Maybe that's
that
what
is
she's been
true.
drinking because she needs to lay off
She's
something.
been hitting the Coke. Well, that Shakespeare can make you awfully excitable, too.
Go back to bed. That's what I said, sir. Only there is this. The gorilla's paw. Should I call the police, sir?
Police? Yes, call them right away. Just a minute. I'll handle this my own way.
Yes, sir, only...
Only what?
I was thinking of the time, sir.
Time?
According to the newspapers, the gorilla gives his victim only 24 hours notice.
Oh, nonsense. Now, you go back to bed and don't worry about this.
Back to bed? Who, me?
Oh, don't go back to bed. I'm not particularly interested where you go.
Man, that was cold. That's how you treat your house employees.
She's just a maid. And he has sex with her on the weekends.
Come, please.
You must have read IMDb. I didn't know that was part of the plot.
Yeah, but...
I wouldn't be frightened like that if I were you, Kitty.
Look, you be frightened any way you want. This is my way.
Hello? I begged you not to telephone me here. Yes, I know I promised, but you gave me until Monday. Saturday? Tomorrow? That's impossible. I can't possibly raise that amount of money. Yes, I know I owe it you, but $250,000. Be reasonable. Now, please be patient. I have a plan, but it's only just started. Give me time to work it out, and I'll repay you dollar for dollar. Hello? I want to send a radiogram, please.
To whom is the radiogram going, please?
Miss Norma Denby, Diaz in Denver, aboard SS Paris. Regret unable to meet you at boat. Vitally important that I see you at my home tomorrow evening without fail. Sign it, fondly, Uncle Walter. Read that back, please.
I'm Norma Denby.
Boy, you know, it's hard to imagine that it ever went out of style to wear a hat that looks like a bottle cap. I mean, like
Is she a Shriner?
Nice, cozy little place your uncle has here.
He likes it.
He'd have to live in it. This way, please.
Well, if it isn't the prodigal niece.
Oh, it's swell seeing you again, darling.
Good to see you again, too, dear.
I took the liberty of bringing along my conquest.
Good, I'm glad you did.
This is Jack, Uncle Walter.
This niece of mine isn't much of a correspondent. What few letters she did write, though, were full of you. Congratulations, young man.
Thank you, and I hope you'll excuse me for barging in like this.
Nonsense, I'm delighted. I was more than pleasantly surprised to hear that you set your marriage for June. Do you realize it's only a month away?
Well, we decided we didn't want to rush things too much, so...
So, we put it off until...
the day after tomorrow.
The day after tomorrow?
Does that startle you?
Why, no, that's fine. That's one of the things I wanted to talk to you about. But I'm forgetting my role as host. Sit down, my dear, sit down. We may as well come to the point.
Perhaps you'd rather talk to Norma alone, Mr. Stevens.
Oh, no, not at all. As Norma's future husband, what I have to say concerns you, too. Now, as Norma knows, she and I were named joint heirs under the terms of her father's will. And until she marries, I'm the executor of her estate. But should anything happen to either of us, why then the survivor inherits the entire estate. And I think that you, Norma, and you, Jack, as her future husband, should know of what that estate consists. To that end, I prepared a record of the estate's holdings. And I want to talk it over with you both after dinner.
But your radiogram said there was something urgent.
Well, if it hadn't been urgent, I wouldn't have sent it.
Something's worrying you. What is it, Uncle Walter?
Well, perhaps I'm unduly alarmed, but last night I received this note of warning from the gorilla.
The gorilla?
You mean that murderer, the one the papers have been so full of?
I do.
But isn't it possible that this is all just a joke, that someone's playing a prank on you?
I wish I could think so.
But, Uncle Walter, why should he or anyone want to kill you?
I don't know. Oh, it's possible that some old enemy of mine, I admit I've many enemies in my day, it's possible that one of them, in a spirit of revenge, has hired this maniac, this professional killer, or whatever the gorilla is.
This note is exactly like the one that was in the newspapers after he murdered that widow.
Still, I can't bring myself to believe it. Of course, you've notified the police.
No, I haven't.
But surely, if there was anything in all this...
I've taken other precautions. Peters and I are armed. And in addition, I've engaged the services of a private detective agency. Their operative should be here any moment now.
Oh.
But obviously, this gorilla is no ordinary murderer at all. And judging by his past, shall we say, successes, it is apparent that the workings of the police were an open book to him. Of course, there's a slim chance that by not notifying the police, we might upset his plans.
Ordinarily, I'm not easily frightened, but I must admit this whole affair is giving me the creeps.
Well, it's nearly 9 o'clock, and I suppose you freshen up a bit. We talk it over after dinner. Oh, Kitty, show Miss Dim into the green room and Mr. Marsden to my room.
Yes, sir.
Don't worry, Uncle Walter.
Oh, excuse me, Mr. Stevens.
Yes, Kitty?
Oh, I know it's customary to give notice.
Why, Kitty, you're not trying to tell me you're going to leave me.
Oh, no, sir. I'm trying to tell you I have left you.
But, Kitty, you're perfectly safe here. Besides, we have guests. You haven't the heart to leave me now.
Well, my heart is willing, but I'm going to have an awful time trying to convince the rest of my body.
Bet there's a dead body in every room.
That body won't hurt you. Can't do you any good.
That is true.
Well, unless you're trying to open up an exhibit at the Science Center or the Galleria, and you want to display dead bodies for people to look at.
Plus, you got to put. What are you going to do an autopsy on a live body?
Yeah.
Not have a dead body. So dead bodies are good for something.
Yeah.
These guys don't know anything. But they did think of the perfect umbrella if you want to spy on something.
You're terrific.
Joe, it's a speakeasy.
Who are you?
Me? Why? I'm Peter, sir.
Never mind that, never mind that. What's your name?
Peter, sir.
Just a minute. Where were you last night?
I beg your pardon.
Oh, so you did do something. I don't like your looks. What's that got to do with it? This is no beauty contest. Who's Stevens?
I am.
I'm Harrigan.
I'm Mulligan.
I'm Garrity.
Harrigan, Mulligan, Garrity. I sent for you because I need protection. My life's been threatened.
Now tell me, any clues?
One very vital one. This warning from the gorilla.
That's well. You've got nothing to worry about. Mark that down, Garrity. Right. How do you spell gorilla? 2 R's or 2 L's? Gorilla, gorilla. G-O-R-G-G-G-O. G-O. Gorilla. Did you say gorilla?
Why, gentlemen, you're not afraid.
No, we're not afraid. We just thought maybe if we... Thank you
The gorilla coming here?
It was nice to have met you, Mr. Stevens. Quiet! Quiet!
I've already taken the precaution of arming my servant and myself. And I think you'll find that every door and window is securely bolted.
I couldn't have done better myself. With us on the job, Mr. Stevens, you've got nothing to worry about.
What's your plan, Mr. Harrigan?
Well, first we'll take a look around the house. Come on, Ben. Now, you just sit tight, Mr. Stevens. The gorilla will get you over our dead bodies. Dead bodies.
Jack,
Yes, darling?
who are those men?
Probably the detectives your uncle hired.
Jack, I'm terribly worried. What are we going to do?
Well, it seems there isn't anything we can do yet. Listen, darling, it isn't that I'm trying to appear skeptical. It's just that, well, somehow I can't make myself believe all this.
But that note, you saw the note.
Of course I did, but still Look, darling, we'll wait. We'll wait and see if something really does happen.
But what if it does?
I just don't believe it will.
Jack.
Excuse me, sir. I tried to put your car away, but unfortunately, there's something wrong with it.
What do you mean?
It won't start. Excuse me, sir.
Gives me the creeps.
He doesn't exactly give me an appetite either. I wouldn't let him worry me if I were you.
Honestly, darling, don't you think there's any cause for alarm?
I'm afraid I don't.
Oh, there you are. Another sherry before dinner?
Thank you, no.
Uncle Walter, how long have you had that butler?
Not very long. Why?
Well, are you sure he's all right?
I found him so. Why?
Well, because I...
Dinner is served, sir.
Oh, shall we go in?
You'd better drink a little of that, Kitty. It'll quiet your nerves.
Why, can you hear them? Oh, here, take it. What my nerves really need is a good long trip.
Now, look here, where were you last night?
Me? Why,
Answer yes or no.
I was...
What were you doing there?
Doing where?
Well, how do do we know? Besides, I don't like your looks.
Did you ever take a good look at yourself?
Yeah, did you ever take a look? Hey, now, wait a minute, you. Where were you last night?
I spent the night with Shakespeare.
Yeah? Where is he?
He's dead.
Dead? A murder mystery. Have you any idea who did it?
Look, Shakespeare's been dead hundreds of years.
Hundreds. This is a fine time to call us in on the case. Say, but she couldn't have done it. How do you know? She can't be hundreds of years old. That's right. Mark that down, Garrity. Yeah, what do we do now, Chief? Well, you two have a look out there. I'll look here. Yeah. What's this?
That's a door. It leads to the back stairs.
Backstairs. Well, remind me to have a look up there sometime.
That's an ironing board.
Yes. That's an ironing board. Look, do you want this thing?
Certainly we want it. What do you think we iron on?
Yeah, well, I see. Well, here, take it! Harrigan! Come in here! We found it! You found what? The mystery. Well, that's hash. Ain't that a mystery? Some pretty good pikey, Chief. I'll be the judge of that.
I'm afraid, gentlemen, you won't find the gorilla in there.
Why will we not find the gorilla in there? Now listen, you.
Whoa! Bela does the Jason Bourne maneuver on this guy.
Butler's got game.
Yeah. Well, he stole all the food out of the fridge. That's not cool.
No.
Butler's not gonna put up with
Don't. We've seen it with Benson, Jeffrey, all down the line. They
will beat the crap out of you if you steal their chickens.
Look, how do you get out of here?
That's what I'd like to know.
And where's the back door?
In back of you.
In back of me. Oh. Back of me.
Don't you recall that the paper said the gorilla always sends a warning to as many as half a dozen people at the same time to sort of throw the police off?
Maybe that's what he's doing now. Perhaps it's just a ruse.
Well, let's hope so. You know, it's wonderful how much more optimistic a good dinner can make one feel. Shall we have liqueurs in the study? Peter's alive, quickly!
Jack! What happened? Uncle Walter, are you hurt?
I know. No. I don't know what happened.
Look here. It seems to have been thrown in through that window.
Oh, Uncle Walter, what are we going to do?
The first thing we're going to do, or rather Jack is going to do, is to take you away from here.
Well, you're coming with us.
It's him! It's him!
Uncle Walter!
Who is it? Oh, it's all right. It's one of those detectives. He can give me a turn.
Did you see that face? I bet when he gets drunk, snakes see him.
What's the matter with you scaring us half to death? I'm just trying to let you know I'm not the gorilla. This is my niece, Miss Stimpy, and her fiancé, Mr. Marsden. Harrigan, Mulligan, and Garrity.
Thank you.
This matter seems to be much more serious than I thought. I've just received this from the gorilla.
A note. Who brought it?
No one brought it. It was thrown in through that window.
Through that window? Through that window. He's right.
Wait a minute.
This is my good ear. Oh, say, that's right. You can't kid us. We were outside patrolling the grounds.
What do you mean?
Why, the note couldn't have come through that window.
But why not?
Well, I'll just show you. Stand back, man. That's why.
But it was wrapped around a stone.
A stone? A stone? Well, why didn't you say so? Anyway, what do you know about the stain?
Well, I don't know anything about it. We were preparing to leave the room, and suddenly the lights went out, and then there was a crash, and...
Oh, so the lights went out. Make a note of that, Garrity.
Right. You were outside a few minutes ago. Didn't you see anybody?
Nobody but us.
Say, this note says at midnight.
At midnight?
Yeah.
What time is it now?
It's 10:30. I got 11:10.
I got 11:30.
It's exactly 11:45. Remind me to put some hands on this watch.
Yes. Well, make a note of that, Garrity.
Right. Now look, the gorilla's after Stevens. We'll have to keep an eye on him. Everybody into the study. Come on, let's go. Who said that if you give a criminal enough rope, he'll hang himself? You, Chief. Oh, that's where I heard it before. Come on. Now that you're all here, I don't want anybody to move. Understand?
Is it all right if I breathe?
Yes, but come right back. Quiet.
Personally, I don't believe the gorilla's coming here.
Neither do I. Why not? I'll give you 3 good reasons, pal. Harrigan, Mulligan, and Garrity.
It ain't enough.
Now look here. I don't want to have your trouble. Yeah, wait a minute. I'll handle this. Yeah, but sure. Now listen,
You have received the gorilla's warning, Walter Stevens. You've just 5 minutes to live.
Oh, Uncle Walter. Jack.
Excuse me.
Here. Now, where are you going?
I'm getting out of here.
There's no door there.
Oh, that's all right. I'll make one. Goodbye.
Oh, get it over there. Quiet! Quiet, everybody! Did you hear that?
I wish I didn't.
He's up there, men! Where are you going? I said he's up there. That's what I thought you said. Oh, quiet. All right, men. Follow me. Stick him up. I got you covered. Nothing at all.
Hey, did you just pass here?
Yes. Yes, of course. I brought a trunk down from the attic.
A trunk?
Yes.
Were we here?
I couldn't say.
Well, maybe we're not here now.
Maybe.
Maybe.
It's 2 minutes of 12. What about Uncle Walter?
Uncle Walter, yes. Uncle Walter, we're just going in.
Now, everybody! Stay just where you are. Mulligan, you watch those doors. Gary, you watch that one. Mr. Stevens, you've got nothing to worry about.
I wish I thought so.
Me too.
You have 1 more minute, Walter Stevens.
can't stand it any longer. I can't. You've got to call the police. You've got to.
Mr. Stevens, I'm sorry, but Norma's right. I don't know what this is all about, but certainly if there's something to it, the police ought to know about it.
I no longer know what to think. Perhaps you'd better.
Hello? Hello? Oh, there's something wrong.
Uncle Walter, he's gone.
Gone? How can he be gone when every door and window in this room has been locked? Mulligan, check those windows. Garrity, check the door. How did you get in here?
Why, through this door, sir.
How can you when the doors are locked?
I beg your pardon, it was not locked.
I locked it myself. It is locked. That leaves us deadlocked.
It would be impossible for me to walk through the woodwork.
Why? Termites do.
Oh, this isn't getting us anywhere.
Now leave everything to me. The gorilla ain't gonna make a monkey out of me. Now you. Come on, boys. Where do these stairs lead to?
To the bedrooms.
Mulligan, Garrity, you have a look upstairs. Marsden, you come with me. We'll have a look around the grounds. You two look in the servants' wing.
With the gorilla prowling around, not me.
Well, all right, then come with me.
Oh, never mind. I'll take my chances with the other gorilla.
Wait a minute. We can't leave Miss Denby here alone.
Well, what are you waiting for?
I don't know, but I wish I could think of something.
Me too. Oh, go on.
Don't worry, darling.
Oh, that's all right. I'll do all the worrying.
Marsden, come with me. Oh, you first, sir. Thank you very much.
Why couldn't this have all happened tomorrow?
What difference would that make?
Tomorrow's my day off.
Poor Uncle Walter. Right from under our very eyes. I don't understand how he got out of here.
All that's worrying me is how I'm going to get out of here. Oh, it's him! It's him! I seen him! I seen him! It's the gorilla! I seen him!
What's up?
I seen him! It's the gorilla! I tell you, he's in that closet there!
Oh, Jack, I'm so frightened.
All right, come on out there, you. Get him, Mulligan. You heard him, Garrity. What did he say?
Are you sure it wasn't an hallucination?
Not unless an hallucination has hair on it.
Come on.
Now, ready? Yeah, Jeff.
Is he dead?
Who is he?
I never seen him before.
Do you know him?
No, sir, and this is no time for no introductions.
He's not dead.
Yeah, mark that down, too. Right.
Come on, darling, we're getting out of here. I'm afraid now, too, for you.
I'm afraid not, too, for me.
Oh, Jack, it's horrible. I don't know what to make of it.
Now, all I can say, the gorilla's around here somewhere. I know Mr. Stevens is around here somewhere. And if you all look, we'll find him somewhere. Where are you going?
Somewhere.
All right, man. Take him upstairs. Come on, Garrity. You, lead the way.
I'll take care of him. Kitty, get a basin of hot water.
Do you mind if I go out of town to get it?
You and I have a look around the house.
Wait a minute. There's something funny about this. Kitty said she saw the gorilla's arm. We open the closet and find the sailor's body. Now, how did the body get in there? And how did the gorilla get out without our seeing him?
That's just what I was about to ask you.
Stevens was sitting right here in this chair until the lights went out.
Ooh, gorilla, la la.
That's funny.
What's funny?
Nothing. I think I'll have a look around this house.
Have a look around the house? Yes, we'll have a look around the house. Yeah, I'll go too. Hey, that guy won't talk. Why not? He's still unconscious. You're unconscious and you talk. That's great, Chief. Mark that down, Garrity. Right. What do we do now? Well, first we'll have to reenact the crime. Well, how do we do that? Now, let's see. When the lights went out, Stevens was sitting in that chair. Yeah? You're Stevens. Sit down. I'm Stevens. Mulligan, close the doors. Hey, I'm Garrity. You're Stevens. Now sit down. I'll wait for lights. 1, 2, 3. It's no use. I don't know it works for Sherlock Holmes. I don't know why it don't work for me. That's what I've been trying to tell you. He's gone. Is he gone? Gone. Garrity! Garrity! now we have 2 mysteries to solve.
Look, I've got an idea.
What is it?
If we can find out how Garrity disappeared, we'll find out what happened to Stevens.
It's a very good idea. Should have thought of that myself. All right, we'll reenact the crime. Sit down.
But I'm not tired.
You have to be tired to sit down?
I do.
You make me tired.
Well, then, why don't you sit down?
If I sit down, who's going to work the lights?
I never thought of that.
Yeah, well, sit down.
Yeah, sit down.
Sit down.
Yeah.
Sit down. 1, 2, 3. Mulligan! Whoa! Mulligan!
Did you lose something?
Yes, Mulligan and Garrity. Make a note of that. Now look, sit down.
Oh, I don't want to sit down.
You don't have to, Wanda. You'll sit down and like it.
Well, all right, I'll sit down, but I won't like it.
Yep.
What are you going to do?
What I'm going to do ain't important.
Well, what am I going to do?
That's just what I want to find out. One, 2, 2 and a 2, 2, 3.
Did I hear somebody scream?
Well, if you didn't, you'll have your ears cleaned out. Say, where's Mr. Harrigan? The detective! He's disappeared!
Disappeared? What a pity.
Pity? Why, it's uncanny. How did you get in here? Why, you... Oh!
Don't be frightened. You're safe with me.
Safe with you, why? Who wants to be safe? Now, look, I'm very sociable. I want to go where there's people.
Hey, what's the matter? What's happened?
Oh, look. I'm standing here, when all of a sudden, everything goes black. Next thing I know, I'm here.
That's funny. Hello. Hello, I'm sorry I kept you waiting. No, you turn on Willow Drive. Off Highway 22 and hurry, will you? Thank you.
Look, it ain't human, I tell you. It ain't human.
What isn't human?
For a guy to be standing here 1 minute, and the next minute, he's gone.
Who's gone?
I'm gone. They're gone. Everybody's gone. It don't make sense.
Certainly doesn't. Will you have a cigarette?
I don't mind if I do. He kidnaps me right from under his very eyes.
Who does?
The gorilla!
Hey, who are you? What do you want?
What are you doing here?
Listen, old man, you got me all wrong. I just came in to use the telephone. You see, my car broke down.
That phone?
Yeah.
Look, that phone is out of order.
Is it?
Yes.
Number, please.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I'll be on my way.
Now, wait a minute, you. You're the guy we're looking for. You're the gorilla.
Surely you don't think I'm the gorilla, do
I
you?
stopped thinking 2 hours ago.
But you don't understand.
I don't have to understand.
Shall I try it?
Oh, you've tried enough. Now get him up.
Listen, you're making a big mistake.
Well, it won't be the first time.
All right. All right, I got you covered. Help! Okay, shake him up. Shake him up. Oh. Oh, help! Help! Oh, help! Oh, help! Help! Oh. Help! Help! Help me!
What's the matter? What is it?
I got him! I tell you, I got him!
Got him where?
Yes. Well, I did have him. Here, get me out of these. Keys are in my pocket. Get it right there. Oh, it was terrible. The gorilla.
How'd you get all tied up like this?
The gorilla, I tell you, it wasn't my fault. He came in and hit me. It was... Did I leave him in there? Oh. Well, I'm Stevens. I'm Harry. Here. Wait a minute. How'd you fellas get in there?
You tell me. What are you doing with those things on?
Oh, look. Fella walks right in. It was the gorilla, I tell you.
Yeah?
He started to use that phone. But he didn't get very far. Not with me on the job.
Lucky thing for him you had your handcuffs with you.
Where is he? Where'd he go?
Where is he? I'm the victim. How should I know? Look, boys, I'm telling you, he walked in. 6 of them. 6 big gorillas. They attacked me. Hit me right on my crawl go. Look at that lump.
Yeah, look at this lump. Look,
yes,
right
it's
there.
awful.
These windows are locked from the inside. You're not kidding.
Kidding? With the gorilla right under my nose and a $10,000 reward, he says I'm kidding.
Well, are you?
Who belongs to this?
What is it?
A coat.
Why, gorillas don't wear coats. Sure they do. Fur coats.
There's something screwy about all this.
Look, if there's anything screwy about this, it's me. It's me! But I'll soon find out. Each of you grab a wall.
What do we do with it?
Mulligan, you take that one. Marsden, you take that one. I'll take that one.
I'll set this one out.
You'll set nothing out. Grab a wall. I'll take it easy. All right, now tap, each one of you. See if you can find some trap doors. Oh, must be out there. Come on, men. Right out here. All right, cover the door, man. What's the matter with all of you? You deaf? I've been pounding on that door for the last 10 minutes. Who are you? That's right. Who are you? Never mind who I am. I want to know where Walter Stevens is. Oh, you want to know where Mr. Stevens is, huh? He wants to know where Walter Stevens is. Who do you think we're looking for? I didn't come here to play games. I want to see Walter Stevens and want to see him right now.
But you don't understand. These gentlemen are detectives.
Detectives? Bah! What are you trying to pull on me? I talked to Stevens on the telephone last night. He told me he had a plan to pay his debt.
Plan?
Yeah, said he'd only just started working on it.
But did he tell you what this plan is?
I wasn't interested. He was to square up with me here tonight. When I talked to him, he wanted a couple of days more to raise the money that he owes me. Now, where is he?
Well, Mr. Stevens has been kidnapped by the gorilla.
Kidnapped by Poppycock. Now, look here. I don't know who any of you are, but I do know this. Walter Stevens owes me $250,000. And I'm going to collect it tonight, or else. No, you don't, buddy. How do we know you're... Say, who are you anyway? I'm one of Stevens' clients. I have proof that Stevens has been stealing from his clients' accounts for over a year. I gave him until tonight to return my money, and I'm not going to leave this house until I get it. Yeah, but wait a minute.
I think he's mad.
Jack, if what that man says is true, I don't believe Uncle Walter could...
It's almost impossible to know what to believe, darling. Yet things are adding up. If your uncle did have a plan, if this business of sending for you was part of the plan,
Take her upstairs and keep an eye on her. This has gone far enough. It's gone too far.
It's even going further than that.
I'll be all right. It's just too much excitement for one night.
Get your hat and coat, darling. I'm going to see that you get to town if I have to push the car all the way myself.
I can't go till we find Uncle Walter.
We'll take care of that. We'll break this case, won't we, boys? Well, won't we? Oh, sure we will, sure.
Like it was walnuts.
Yeah. You know, I feel sorry for that poor girl.
Yeah? What about poor us? Strange men zooming in and out, animals running around like this was a zoo. Crazy goings on. I want to go home.
Oh, so you want to go home? I'm ashamed of you. I'm ashamed of you! Do you want to take a run-out powder and leave that girl here to take the blame alone? We're detectives, aren't we?
Are we?
Haven't we looked all over this house?
Yes. No.
Where haven't we we looked. Well, if there's a cellar, we haven't looked there.
I'm glad I thought of that.
Say, this looks like a cellar.
What?
It's locked.
Well, turn the key. Oh, yes. Never thought of that. All right. Come on, then. Anybody down there?
Yes, we are.
I'll look for a switch.
It's around here somewhere.
All right, come on out of there, you. Come on, get out of there. All right, come on out of there, you. All right, come on out of there. Mulligan, where are you?
I'm right here, Chief.
Garrity, where are you? Over here, Chief. Is anybody with me?
No, you're alone.
Awful. First time I saw a mousetrap catch a piece of cheese.
Harrigan! Garrity! Come here and get me out of this. Get me out of this thing. What?
Maybe you'd like a rat?
Oh, come on, guys.
What are you doing? I want the idea to think about it.
Garrity! Harrigan! Garrity! Harrigan! Go away.
Now, don't worry, I'll handle this.
It's a pleasure.
Well, don't worry about it. Okay, buddy. Come on, bud. Get that raccoon coat off. Come on. Get that thing off. Look, when I hit you over the head with this thing... Well, we've been double-crossed.
What's all that commotion? Sounds like our friends, the detectives.
You stay here with Miss Denby. I'll go see what's up.
Cognac, Miss Denby?
No. No, thank you.
What's the matter? What's all the racket? I got him, I tell you, I got him. You got him? Got who? Yes, the gorilla. He's in there. He's in there. I can hear him breathe.
That's you.
Oh. Well, open it, open it.
Have you men been drinking?
No, but it's a good idea.
What was that?
Norma, where are you? Lights, quick.
Jack!
A couple of you get after him, quick. You heard him, Mulligan.
So did you.
Yeah, well, never mind that. You take the hall. I'll go this way.
I'll stay here.
Is something wrong?
Well, where were you?
I just went to get some tea, sir.
Didn't I tell you to stay here with Miss Denby?
I'm very sorry, sir, but I thought perhaps a little tea.
What right do you got to think? We're not even thinking.
Miss Denby might have been killed.
It's fortunate she wasn't, sir.
Why is it that something always happens when you're not here?
An unfortunate coincidence, sir.
What did you find? An empty closet with Harrigan in it. Oh. Harrigan, wake up. Get up. Wake up.
The gorilla. Did you get him?
No, he got you.
Well, it won't happen again. Okay, man. Follow me.
Okay.
Follow me. Get down and see where these stairs lead to.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Oh, me. It's awful dark. I should have brought my glasses.
You never wear any glasses.
That's right, I forgot.
What's that funny tapping?
It's my knees.
It's a fine time to be scared.
You try and think of a better time.
Yeah, well...
Look. I've had about enough of this. Me and the gorilla's gonna have a showdown right now.
That's right, Chief.
I'm telling you, I can't stand it. Now, don't argue with me. I know what I'm talking about. I'm going in there and we'll look over this house. You'll take orders from me, understand? Now, I'm gonna tear this house apart. Tear it limb from limb. Now, come on, follow me. I'll show this mug who's a mug. You fellas stick close behind me. If anything happens, leave it to me. I'll do all the talking.
Come on, man. People running in here out of day. All day long. I've never seen anything like this in all my life. First... Hey, where are you going?
What's eating you? Hey, what have you got there? What?
That dame must know something or she wouldn't be running away like that. Make a note of that, Garrity.
Good evening.
Good evening. What do you want?
Don't be frightened.
Frightened? Who's frightened? Don't you come near me or I'll wrap this thing around your neck like it was a pretzel.
There's nothing to worry about.
That's what you think.
May I give you some advice?
No.
If I were you, I'd go to my room and stay there.
Oh, yes, sir. I was just planning on that.
Wait a minute. Where have you been?
No place. Honest, sir. I was just getting ready to go to town.
Good.
Don't open that.
Why not?
The gorilla. He's in there.
Don't be silly. Come on, now. Get going.
Yes, sir. I'm practically there.
It's a gorilla. We saw it and we felt it.
When I tell you the gorilla is a man, I ought to know. I've read enough about him.
But how could a monkey have possibly written those notes to Uncle Walter?
Maybe it's got an education.
Oh! 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 seen him?
Who?
Poe.
Who's Poe?
Poe's the gorilla.
The gorilla? Oh, you know him too, huh?
No, I trained him since he was that high.
You're just the one we're looking for.
Don't any of you understand? Poe is a gorilla, a trained gorilla.
A real gorilla?
Sure, a real gorilla.
So we don't know what we're talking about, eh? Yeah, we know a monkey when we see one.
Listen, this is serious. Poe ain't no pet. There's no telling what he's liable to do when I ain't around. Especially with women. He hates women.
Well, what's he doing here? What are you doing here?
We was hired to come here. We're working at the county fair. Yesterday, a guy comes along, says he wants me to bring Poe here. He says he's giving a party, wants us to put on a act.
Who hired you?
I don't know. I don't know nothing. All I know is I bring Poe here, we're waiting out in the garage like he tells me, waiting to do our stuff. All of a sudden, somebody gives me a clunk over the head and I wake up in a lady's boudoir.
But the gorilla, how did he get loose?
You're asking me. That's what I want to find out. Listen, this is serious. We got to find him. We got us. Somebody's liable to get killed.
Them notes from the gorilla. If I will get you 50, they were addressed to me.
Notes? Poe can't write no notes. Even I don't know how to write.
Dude, just sign up for my basic writing class. We'll get that taken care of.
So wait a minute. It takes the illiterate gorilla trainer to figure out the gorillas don't read or write. None of even the crack detective crew didn't get that.
Yeah, apparently the newspapers think the gorilla's gonna read and write and issue threats and all that stuff.
Listen, you fellas better wait here. There's no telling what that ape'll do.
Oh, Jack, I'm so confused. A real gorilla and those notes and...
Listen to me, everybody. The gorilla has done his work. Walter Stevens is dead. You will find his body in the garage.
Oh, Jack.
All right, everybody. Follow me to the garage. Come on. Come on. Come on.
He's gone. Poe's gone.
I tell you, he's in the kitchen.
The kitchen's a wreck. He must be on a rampage.
Out of my way, brother. I got my own troubles to worry about. All right, all of you, out in the garage. Come on. I'll stay here and protect Miss Denby. This way, please.
I'll never forgive myself for not calling the police.
Why call the police with us around, lady?
You couldn't save up the water.
We couldn't, eh?
Well, you didn't, did you?
Well, that's right, we didn't. I gotta find out how that gorilla gets in and out of here. There must be a secret spring around here someplace. I think I'll look in back of these books. Hey.
Don't tell me she's the gorilla.
I told you I didn't like her looks.
Oh, wise guy.
Come on, we gotta find the bus. Look what I do with them keys.
Look under the mat.
That's funny.
Oh, very funny. Will you get me out of here?
Listen, what are you doing in Poe's cage?
What do you think I'm doing? Waiting for someone to feed me peanuts? Get me out of here!
Don't you know Poe hates women?
So does Kipling. So what? Will you please get me out of here?
All right, don't get it.
Poe hates women. What?
Say, wait a minute. I think this was a trick to get us out of the house. Come on.
Who are you anyway?
I'm the gorilla's keeper. You the day give me a clunk in the head?
No, but it's a good idea.
Oh, yeah?
Look!
He's got her. Wait, don't go near him. He'll drop her. Poe! Bring it down, Poe. Bring it down to me. Down, Poe. Down to the ground. Put it down, Poe. Down, Poe. Down to the ground. I'll come back to you. I'll be catching.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah!
Give me some Kool-Aid. I'm thirsty. I'm a thirsty gorilla here.
Oh. 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 Thank you. Thank you. Oh. He hit me again. Right here he hit. Oh. Oh. Let him alone. That's a fine way to treat me. After I give you the best years of my life, you act like that. Listen here. No kisses. He might have killed somebody. What do you mean, might have? It's all right, lady. I got him.
You can keep him.
Okay, scram and take this character with you. I was only kidding. Just for that, he gets no C-A-N-D-Y.
Oh, that's just C-A-N-D-Y.
Sorry if I caused you any trouble, folks. Just for that, I don't read you the funny papers tonight. I'll put you in bed without any supper, you bad boy. Oh. You wait till I get you home. You have to wait the last of this. Go on.
Look at that.
Why, it's somebody's coat.
All right, come on out of there, buddy. So that's how I got clunked on the head. Come on out of there, you. All right, come on.
Look, it's opening.
What? Come on, but... Oh, so it's you.
Do you know him?
Do I know him? He's the guy I caught using the telephone.
There's no law against that.
Never mind law, buddy. Get him up.
Now, just a minute. Don't you think you're a little premature?
Premature? Well, I can't remember that far back.
Just who are you?
I'm Detective Coletti, an investigator for the Securities and Exchange Commission. And I'm on the trail of the gorilla just as you are.
A detective?
How do we know that?
Yes, well, what were you doing in there?
Investigating. I've been on this case for some weeks now, and I've discovered a little about the construction of this house that my good friend here don't seem to have found out yet.
What do you mean?
This house is a maze of secret panels. Now, undoubtedly, the voice of the gorilla came through that radio from someplace right in this house.
That means that if we find the wire leading away from the radio...
We'd at least find the gorilla's hideout.
Say, what's going on here?
What? Well, here it is. Here's the wire going right in here.
That's fine. Now, let's see. Just as I thought. Here's the wire. Now, by tracing this, I think we may find the answer to this entire riddle. The wire goes in here. Back of this wall is the man we want.
We'll make a note of that, Garrett.
Are you all armed?
Yes, I'm armed. Shh, quiet, you. Here it is.
There is your microphone, and as I expected, there is your gorilla.
Mr. Stevens, the gorilla?
Well, sure, I could have told you that all the time.
I guess the party is over, my gorilla friend.
But who tied him up like that?
I don't know. He figured the game was up and that this would throw off suspicion. This is a homemade job. A child could have done it.
Ah, it's preposterous. Don't believe him. I never saw this man before in my life. It's insane.
Oh, now what's that? Oh, why is it with all the men in the house they have to leave us here with you?
Quiet.
Oh. What? Why, it's Mr. Stevens.
Alias the gorilla.
The gorilla? Him? Oh, I'll never trust another man if I live to be 1,000. You can make that 2,000.
Uncle Walter, the gorilla. I don't believe it.
I think I can make it very clear.
Oh, sure we can.
Now, first of all,
what's that?
Oh, I didn't hear a thing.
Neither did I, but what was it?
We'll soon find out.
Hey, what is this? Who hit me? What's going on around here?
It's that man again.
Oh, there you are. Kidnapped. Kidnapped by the gorilla.
Not kidnapped by the gorilla, Mr.
Conway. A.P. Conway.
The A.P. stands for ape.
Mr. Conway, this gentleman is the gorilla.
The gorilla?
But if Uncle Walter's the gorilla, I don't understand why he should send himself those notes of warning.
For two reasons. To keep you here and to throw off suspicion from himself. Miss Denby, Under the terms of your father's will, if anything were to happen to you, who would inherit your estate?
Uncle Walter.
My hunch was right. Your uncle brought you here tonight to kill you for your money.
Well, at least he had a reason.
So that's why he wouldn't let us call the police.
That's exactly why.
But what about these men, these private detectives?
They almost speak for themselves. Do you think if Stephen's life had actually been threatened, he would have called in 3 morons such as these for protection?
Morons? Hey, wait a minute. I resent that.
But I tell you, I saw the gorilla right there in that closet. I saw his hand and his arm, and it was no optical confusion.
What you saw was this sleeve. Another ingenious little invention of Mr. Stevens.
It's a very cute little idea.
Well, that about clears the whole matter out. And since it stopped raining, I think I'd better go.
You're okay, buddy.
okay.
Yeah, he's all right.
Congratulations. Let me congratulate you. You're wonderful. I know you don't, buddy. Okay, folks. Say howdy to the gorilla.
Howdy.
All right, give out, or this moron is going to blow your brains out.
Well, you see, it was all that. Now, all of you stick your hands up. I'm the gorilla, all right. But the cops haven't been able to get me, so don't you halfwits get any crazy notions. And as for Mr. Stevens, he's just as crooked as I told you he was. The trouble with him is he talks too much and too loud. I got tipped off on what was going to happen here tonight. How he was going to pretend to be me. I was going to get the $250,000 and at the same time let him get the blame for all the gorilla murders. Well, you better be careful. I'm a little nervous tonight.
Drop that gun, and I advise you not to move.
Hello. Police station, quickly.
What is this? I thought the phone was out of order. Maybe he paid his bill.
Hello? This is Walter Stevens speaking. Send a squad car to my house. We've got the gorilla.
Things are so mixed up around here that even the gorilla doesn't know who the gorilla is.
He's the gorilla. He's the gorilla. Do I know what I'm doing?
Look, what's going on here? Don't look so sad, darling. Your uncle isn't a crook, and our estate's all safe and sound now.
You know, you never can tell. This is liable to wind up to be a mystery.
You see, the gorilla murders were threatening to bankrupt our insurance company. Most of the victims were clients of ours. So Conway, our special investigator, cooked up his little scheme.
Darling, I'm really a lunatic, and I know this all makes sense to me, and I know you're totally going to agree with it because you're just the woman, right? I mean, really, it's a crazy plan. I should be arrested or thrown in a mental asylum.
I'm going to put you next to a dangerous killer, honey, to...
Yeah, and release a gorilla, live gorilla in the house. It'll all work out okay.
And it did, thanks to the Ritz brothers.
Yeah. Hire 3 incompetents who don't even know when they see a gorilla sometimes or get scared of lightning and thunder. They're perfect for the job.
This movie was terrible. Take that down, Garrity.
That's good. I got to do this.
Yeah.
Walk back. We are not ripping off the Three Stooges at all.
Bye.
Well, that made sense.
Yeah, I mean, totally. I'm glad they explained it all.
That's some thinking right there.
That
They come up with that whole scheme and hire the real gorilla trainer to bring in the real gorilla. Genius.
Yeah.
I couldn't have done it better myself.
Apparently, yeah, that was one of my questions. I guess it was Peters as part of this whole weird sting operation to catch the gorilla serial killer guy. His part of the whole thing was to bring a real gorilla, although I just don't see how that helps. And I don't even see, I thought maybe the serial killer guy hired the gorilla, but I don't see it helps him either, because again, he's not a real gorilla. I'm just wondering, as part of Peterson's sting, he had some gorilla, outfit or an arm or whatever. So I wondered, did the serial killer also have that? How did he even get to be known as the gorilla? He just signed his name, the gorilla, I guess. But nobody, when you kill people and you sign your name to the gorilla, nobody actually believes it's a gorilla.
Yeah. No.
I could sign mine.
Unless maybe the guy was kind of hairy. Maybe that's just a nickname he got like in college and
could be
kept up with it. Because they showed his hand and it was really hairy, right?
At that one point it was, but at earlier points in the movie it wasn't. And that was my other question.
Yeah.
Like, how did it's like he had I thought, oh my God, they're going into like this is Teen Wolf suddenly, like he's a teen gorilla. He suddenly. His hand is normal 1 minute, and then the guy, goes to shake it or something, and it's, hairy gorilla hand. I mean, you can actually see it's briefly like that, and then it just, I rewound it a couple of times. Mm-hmm. It briefly looks like a normal hand, then it's suddenly hairy. So that's goofy.
Hormones.
Some other question, what's that? Hormones, right, yeah. That was who hired the gorilla trainer was a big question. Why did the big bad guy's hand go hairy? Why was it necessary, if you're a serial killer, to even do the whole gorilla costume as part of the... Again, if you want to call yourself a cool name, I'm the gorilla, or I'm the zebra, or whatever, I'm the leopard, that's fine. You don't actually have to dress up like that as part of the game. If you want to kill people, just do it. And I also wondered if the serial killer, who I don't think was ever named, although it sounded like the one guy called him a name at the end. I think he just called the stranger in the credits, but he says at one point that he worked for the SEC. Really?
Yeah.
The Securities and Exchange Commission? See, apparently it worked like this. Stevens and his other guy, Conway, they realized that the gorilla is going to hurt their insurance business, or clients of theirs or something. The insurance business, thank God somebody was out there to protect them, right?
Yeah.
Because they're paying off, I guess, all these life insurance things because the gorilla goes around killing people. So they think, we can... But apparently they knew they had a suspect of who it was. So somehow they borrow money from the guy because he owes the guy money. And he tells the guy, my plan, thinking he's the gorilla, my plan is to kill my niece and get her inheritance money. And I'm going to blame it all on the gorilla. I'm actually going to wear some furry stuff. So that's going to be cool. And then I'll have your money back. Apparently that's what happened, although we never saw that conversation take place.
Yeah.
But at the end, the killer says, he told me his plan to do this. And apparently, Stevens did that thinking, aha, this will make the killer show up at my place and somehow try to blame all the killings on me, and that'll reveal that what almost happened is that Stevens was just charged as the killer.
Yeah.
So, I mean, talk about a bad plan. And again, your niece is being put in jeopardy in this whole thing. None of it makes sense. None of it. Not a lick of it. Oh, well. Yeah. I tried to explain as best I could, folks. And to get this guy Conway just to come in and act like he's a disgruntled shareholder or something.
Yeah.
I mean, what? I mean, that's really goofy. You really need to save that kind of stuff for, let 21 Jump Street handle the undercover work next time.
Right.
Some professionals that can go in. If you think you know who the killer is, just call the cops.
Yeah.
Don't try to do this stuff on your own. So.
And then he hires
And don't hire a live gorilla to just walk around.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. Oh well. What do you know, folks? It was a movie. You didn't have to pay for it. So.
No.
Well, we'll be back next time with another wacky movie. Probably will be in black and white, and hopefully it'll make a little more sense. So.
Yeah.
Till next time, though. Keep poppin',
Colonel.